What's up, everybody? It's your boy Eric from Easy Computer Solutions, and this is Saturday Night Tech Talk. I got my man Ace in the building. Woo! Y'all been asking for him. Y'all been talking about it, and I brought him back on the show. I don't know if y'all guys watch my stream. I know a lot of y'all do, but every Saturday night I try to bring in some guests, and sometimes when I get a lot of people that request the same guest to come back, we make it a point to try to do that. And the last time that Ace you was here, oh my God, boy, you bought it. You bought the thunder. Oh, it was a lot of fun. So I said your name already, but I'm going to let you do your formal introduction. Go ahead, sir.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? My name is Ace Lucero. I do YouTube videos. I do tech reviews. I'm all about Android. I'm all about I see the tech guy, the tech smart guy is joining in. I do I do tech reviews in general, man. Most of my stuff is Android centric. I'm all about that Google. I get the Google stuff going. Yeah, man. So if it's Android, I'll be checking it out. I'll be reviewing it. I'll be seeing what's going on. So that's what I do. Yo, what's up, tech guy?
Hey, what's up? You hear me okay?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Loud and clear.
Yes, sir. And for everybody that's joining the chat line, we got the tech guy and is in the building. So my man Ace, he just finished doing his formal introduction, and we got the tech guy in the building. We're going to let everybody know who you are, sir.
Just a guy who likes tech, more so an enthusiast. And, it all spawned of going into like cell phone stores and different things and having a bit more knowledge than the people who work there. And it's like, all right, well, might as well blog or do something. And that's really all it was, and still is. I mean, I enjoy doing it. I have fun. I mean, kind of have to because there's not a lot of money in it. So
yeah. Hey, you know what? When you say that, a lot of people say, "Well, y'all YouTubers make so much money, man. I don't know why y'all complain."
Not all.
So much. I'm like, yeah, okay, only if you knew. So I want to welcome everybody to the show. Listen, I tell you, this is the last Saturday of the year. Now, let me give you a little history here. I've been live streaming for years. For years and years and years, I've been live streaming. And I started bringing guests on in 2017. And it's been a phenomenal thing that's been happening to this YouTube channel. I'm excited, man, because we going into 2018, and I can't wait to see what kind of technology that they bring to the table. Now, a lot of people projecting that it's going to be a boring year. Easy, you don't know what you're talking about. And I'm saying to myself, every year is going to be a good year because we're going to get foldable displays, 845 processor. We got 18:9 aspect ratio. We're going to have edge-to-edge displays. They're going to take it to the limit. We're going to have all this notch. Everybody going with the notch. We're going to see notches everywhere. All these Chinese companies, they're going to come out with the notch, like my hairline, right? The notch. We got the notch. The notch going to be everywhere, right? So Apple did it. Everybody go do it. So you will see, as a matter of fact, we've seen schematics with the notch on some phones that's coming out. What y'all thoughts about the notch, man?
I think the notch looks ridiculous. I can't stand it, actually. I think it totally messes up the screen. Like, look, I mean, you're not supposed to have a notch. Look, this doesn't need a notch on it, man. Watch. Let me fire this thing up. There's no notch on this. You don't need a notch. You know what it looks like? It looks like they didn't finish making the phone, or it looks like someone made a mistake. And that's what I think it was. I think whoever made that Essential phone made like the Essential mistake. And I'm not trying to talk bad about the Essential phone. I'm just saying that's kind of what happened. That's just what I'm thinking, man.
Well, at least the Essential phone looked better than the iPhone, right? I mean, look at the notch on the iPhone.
I'll be honest. I'll be 100% honest with you. I've never seen an iPhone. I've never even held an iPhone.
Oh, man.
Oh.
I wouldn't even let an iPhone in this office. I call this the studio, right? I wouldn't even let an iPhone in here.
Woo, damn. All right, tech guy, let them know what you think about these notches that's coming out in 2018.
Well, you know what? I don't really care for it. I mean, but it's one of those things where love it or hate it, it's going to become a thing. They're going to.
Because Apple did it.
A lot of
don't they follow everything? Did Apple and Samsung?
Yep. So yeah. So whether you like iPhones or not, they're kind of the forefront in regards to market reaction. So if they do it, everybody else kind of going to follow suit, more or less. and it's going to be a thing whether you lay it or not. I don't really care for it, but I just expect
Samsung ain't going to do it.
Well, they're not going to do it for the S9, but maybe the Note.
Oh, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you what's so funny. Don't y'all see a lot of these like overseas Chinese brand phones? Why do they name their devices Note? Don't you see that like the something Note?
Oh,
don't you see that like the something Xiaomi. Note? The Xiaomi Note 8.
Well, imitation is the ultimate form of flattery, man. I mean, it's flattering that they would do that, you know.
You know, but nothing could be a note, right? I mean, they call it the Note, but they don't have no pen.
They don't have no pen. It's weird. But...
And there's only one Samsung, you know what I mean? Until everybody else, you know, the Samsung, nobody can touch their displays, and that's just the way it is. I mean, every once in a while, I'll go down to the Goodwill and I'll check out like the Asus phones, or I'll go down to Circle K and I'll check out the ZTE phone, and I'm like, damn, it looks terrible, you know? So Samsung's doing it right, man. Just straight up.
Hey, the iPhone 10 is a Samsung display, so yeah.
But it's one of the cheap ones that they threw out.
They're spending billions of dollars on it. Hold on now.
By the way, Samsung Nights in the house.
Yeah, Samsung Nights in the house.
There
That's what I'm talking about. Let me tell you something about Samsung. Samsung is going to change the game with this Galaxy X, this foldable display that's supposed to come out. Now, you know, they've been working on this for years and years and years and years. And so now ZTE tried with the butterfly phone, right?
Terrible.
But, let's see what Samsung go do. What you think about Ace?
Well, I'll tell you what, one of the things that I try not to do anymore is I used to get real pumped up over all the, what was it called? The rumors and the predictions, right? With all the phones that are coming out. You know, and I really did. You know, even going all the way back to 2014, they'd be saying stuff like, man, we're going to be getting phones with laser beams, and the display is going to be able to go wash your car, and the battery's going to last for 2 centuries. And then the phone would come out, and it'd be a little better, right? But you know what? I'm not going to get too hyped over it. I know some people that are, you know, I guess you could say that are in the inside with Samsung a little bit. I've heard different things, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. A lot of people are tripping because of the fingerprint sensor, right? I'm totally all right with the fingerprint sensor on the S8 Plus. It don't bother me one bit. And but they're thinking of putting the fingerprint sensor in the middle, and that's fine. Then you got a lot of these people that are tripping because they want the what's it called? They want that on-screen fingerprint.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever, man. You know,
what happens when your screen cracked?
Well, there's something else I want to get to with that. You got all these people, right? These jabronis. They're over here talking about, oh man, you know, I want this or I want that. But yeah, these guys don't even know how to set a reminder in their calendar. These same guys that are mad because they don't got a laser beam on their phone. These same guys don't even know how to use Google Keep. So, you know, you got a bunch of guys that are like using phones like from the flea market. They're wanting like, you know, I'm like, whatever, man. Let's get real here, man. So it gets a little aggravating for me at times.
Yeah. He said phones from the flea market. Now,
yeah, you know, once in a while.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Phones from the flea market. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so as we get into 2018, I mean, listen, 2017 has been an interesting year, right?
It has.
We have 18:9 aspect ratio. We got dual cameras, right? This year we got dual cameras. 18:9 aspect ratio. We got all kinds of stuff in 2017. We got bezel-less phones and all this stuff. Now, going into 2018, we're going to see a lot of different stuff. What y'all guys think about that?
What do you think, man?
Actually haven't been hearing too much as far as like new innovative things. I know you mentioned the in-display fingerprint reader. I don't know. It probably I could see that happening more on the later half of the year of stuff, because that first run of devices that have it is not going to be great. Usually the first of anything is like okay. So
I hear you, man. The one thing that I've been researching lately is I've been going on all these .edu sites, and I've been looking to see like what some of these scientists are coming up with as far as battery tech. Now, we kind of need to get away from this old battery tech that we've been using forever now, and they can do it. There's stuff right now in the market. They got some batteries that are a lot better. And that's not in the market. They got batteries that are in research right now on these different places. I can't name them off the top of my head, but I go online and I nerd out, and I'm like, well, what's going on with battery tech? Because like we can do whatever we want with these phones right now. We can get the bendable display, or we can get the squeezable body, or anyway. But until we get the better battery, we don't have anything. We still got phones, from Sesame Street. We need to they need to up the ante a little bit. It's just these batteries. Fred Flintstone was using the battery that's in this thing right here. I mean, come on, let's step up the game. Give us a nuclear powered battery.
Well, here's the thing. Well, I can tell you this. Here's the thing. What happened is in your mid-tier phones, right? Your mid-tier phones and your lower-end phones, they're putting 6,000 milliamp batteries in them with like low-end processors that's lasted like 3 days. Mm-hmm. But with your flagship phones, right? Your flagship phones, they're putting 3,000 milliamp batteries in them, right? And they're putting high-end processors in them with 6 and 8 gigs of RAM. So what's happening is we're not getting the battery life at all. I mean, but your mid-tier and your low-end devices, like your bargain basement phones, like y'all call it, right? Your bargain basement phones with the low-end 200 processor in it, right? Got a 6,000 milliamp battery in the thing, right? And it's lasted like a week. So a lot of people say that, well, the battery, why they don't take that same battery? Because it's in a slim design. I mean, they put them in slim designs, right? So why the bigger OEMs are not using the 6,000 milliamp batteries like the smaller phones? That's kind of
I can tell you exactly why they're not doing it, because you got a lot of people that wear skinny jeans, right? You got a lot of these people that are trendy, and they're the ones making the decisions, right? These guys don't have girlfriends. These guys, they don't lift weight. These guys, they put a lot of lotion on their hands. That's who these dudes are. So they're the ones making the decisions, and it's a little aggravating, man. Because what I've always been saying is this: they need to make phones for like the guys that are like, mixing cement or like building the houses, right? Because I guarantee you, if I take my Pixel 2 XL to the construction site and I'm out there mixing cement with Pablo and Juan, this phone's going to get destroyed. Or say I take this Pixel 2 XL and I go down to Kansas and I'm hanging out with Billy Bob and we're out there digging ditches, and this phone's going to break the first day. They need to make phones that are made for average, hardworking Americans. You can even get like a soccer mom. The soccer mom, she takes the kids in and out of the van, and she got her Samsung Galaxy S8 or whatever phone that's just brittle, and she drops it, and then she's out. She loses that money. Her phone don't work. They need to make phones like Samsung makes the Active series, right? I never understood why it's like, come on, man. I think every phone should be like the Active series. Not everybody drinks coffee at Starbucks. Not everybody has, tight pink pants on. Some people work for a living. They need to make phones for people that, have nuts,
Yeah. Shout out to a werewolf crew in the building. All right. So, man, you got us all. Look, everybody in the stream like, what? With the pink pants on. All right. So I agree with you. You think about it. You have your low-end devices that very rugged. I mean, look, you got a lot of these low-end devices like this, right? All metal design. This could take a pounding. I don't know about the screen, but you could. But a lot of people would come up with a rebuttal. Well, why don't you just put a case on it? Just put a case on it, right? So that's the whole thing.
I'll tell you what, right now, and that's another thing too, man. They make these phones like this on purpose, and I'm not trying to be all like a conspiracy theorist, but I got like a million cases over here, right? So they sell you an $800 phone, and then they sell you a $50 OtterBox. It's ridiculous, man. I mean, what are you going to do? And then they want you to get screen print. I got everything here. I got mountains of junk. That's because I'm paranoid because it happened the other day. I was out at the shooting range, and I tripped. I was in some gravel, and I flipped around, and the phone went flying out of my damn shirt, and, it got scuffed up. But that's, you know, I'm just saying that's what they want you to do. They want you to spend all this money on the phone. They want you to spend all the money on a screen protector. And I will not use a screen protector. Screen protectors were good back in, 1995. I will not put a screen protector on a phone because I don't want to ruin the experience. I really enjoy using my phones with no screen protectors. This is Gorilla Glass 5. There's no excuse anymore. These things should not be brittle. They should not be made like crystal. You should be able to drop this thing from a mountain and it'll be fine. So I don't know. It's a scam, man. Because if they made things that worked, they wouldn't be able to sell more. Back in the day, your grandfather had stuff that lasted 20 years. Now here we are. We're the jabronis now, right? We're the guys. Everything breaks. None of our stuff works. Anyway.
And you know what? The thing about it is, when you're talking about that, let's talk about Apple a little bit, right? Apple have finally confessed that your iPhone.
Yeah.
What is this one?
And I've been suspecting that too.
Everybody kind of figured that, and it's like, oh, you kind of came forward with it, lunch of liars.
I've been suspecting this for the last 3 or 4 years that they're all doing it. I think Google's doing it.
So I done pulled out my iPhone 6 just because of battery gate, right? And so Apple then came out and said, "We so sorry, but we let you replace your battery for a very low price of $29.99." So I pulled out my iPhone 6, right? I'm like, I'm going to get my battery replaced. It is a scam, though, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Sorry they got caught.
Yeah, they got caught. They got caught by a mistake, though. Well, not really a mistake. A Reddit user was like, you know what? I'm running benchmark testing. But damn, what the hell going on with this phone, man? This phone running like shit.
Reddit is powerful, yeah.
And all of a sudden, you're like, then here go Apple like, oh, we sorry. In iOS 11, we was throttle your device. And listen, don't get me wrong. I do understand why they did it. Right, because iPhones were shutting off at 30% because it was running high, CPU clock speed with a very low battery. So I do understand that, but it's just a point that it could have been some disclaimer. So maybe when you were doing your update, they should have the little bitty small words saying that we're going to throttle your device if you update to iOS 11, something like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I want to give a shout out to everybody that's in the stream. Let's see. Everyday Tech is in the building. Big House Production is in the building. We got Uno Nice is in the building. Gary is in the building. We got everybody in the building. And they say good point. Look, Ace, they saying good points of a tight pink pants. Yeah. So.
They're the tastemakers. So they're, a lot of the companies use them as beta testers, guinea pigs to say, it drives the culture forward. Yeah.
Well, you know what? The thing about it is, here's the thing. Ace, you bring in a good point. I've been saying this for a long time. You look at a phone like the Razor phone, right? And now if you look at statistics, don't females buy phones? Why these companies, now Samsung does it. They come out with a pink Galaxy Note. They got the gold Galaxy S devices. They come out with girly phones. For some strange reason, a lot of these OEMs don't think about the female base. They think about the Pixel. I mean, the Pixel, is that a girly phone with a female?
I'll be honest with you. Like when they came out with the Pixel, I thought it was meant for the LGBT crowd. That's just what I thought. Yeah. Now, I don't want no one to be all tripping out, but they named it the Pixel, right? So that's kind of like a feminine name. It went from being called the Nexus to the Pixel. That's kind of feminine, but whatever, man. Now you got Motorola. They're pretty good at making phones for like the chicks and stuff like that. So Motorola, you can go to the Moto store or whatever that's called, and you can get like a pink Moto Z. And did Motorola even make anything this year, by the way?
Yeah, unfortunately they did. No one would know.
They used to. I don't know. I'm just wondering because I didn't see anything.
Hold on, man. They got the Motorola X4, man, and they got the Moto Z2 Play.
I'm just wondering because I went over there to Erica Griffin's page and I'm like, let me see. Did Erica talk about the Moto whatever? And I'm like, damn, it's like crickets over there, man. So who knows?
They overpriced their flagship and nobody cared. It's like, I can't get your cameras right, so why am I paying $700 for it?
And you know what? I'm gonna tell you, this Apple and Samsung get it right. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Apple, and we talk about catering to the female. Apple catered to the female with their pink iPhone, right? If you get that rose gold iPhone, that's pink. To me, that's catered to the females, right? And also with the black and white iPhones, I mean, that females get the white one and the guys get the black one, right? Okay, so Samsung, think about this, right? If you're a female, who wouldn't want a beautiful ass phone like this? Oh my God, this is either a guy or a female will want something so beautiful, right? But you look at a phone, let me get another phone. Pick up a phone like this, right? I mean, would a female carry this type of crap around? No, it's not pretty. I mean, a female wouldn't carry this around, right? A female would carry this around because this is pretty. Look at that. So I think a lot of OEMs miss the boat when they don't cater to a female crowd. You know, I mean, like the Razr phone. I mean, what chick would buy a Razr phone?
I don't know if anybody would buy it. I mean, it sounds like hey, it's I mean, you got everything but a good camera. So nowadays, almost everybody has a good camera. So it's like, yeah, you got a 120 hertz display, but if I can't take no pictures with it, what's the point?
And you can't use the Razr on Verizon. And I'm on Verizon right now because of where I live.
Yep.
You know, because I tried using the other ones, it didn't work. So I'm stuck on Verizon, and I wanted to get the Razr phone. You know, I thought I needed that 120 this, and I wanted the 6 or what does it have, like 20 gigs of RAM or whatever. I thought I needed all that. I just wanted to review it. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't work on Verizon, and then I heard the camera was whack, I'm like, what am I going to do with that camera? You know?
Yeah.
You know, that's very hard for us tech reviewers. To be, because most of your devices go be GSM phones. This is one of the reasons why I got rid of Verizon, right? Because me as a tech reviewer, it's like, okay, OnePlus 5 or OnePlus 3, when I had the OnePlus 3 or the OnePlus 5, all these devices are all GSM phones. It's very difficult, especially on Sprint. If you're a tech reviewer and if you own Sprint,
God bless you.
Either you're going to get a prepaid service, or you go get on Cricket, or you go get on somebody that has GSM, because you can't be a tech reviewer on Sprint. I mean, they ain't got no phones.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, it ain't like you ordered a phone from overseas and go drop a SIM. Do it even have a SIM? So, I mean, that's one of the things. Now, don't get me wrong. I think, is it that Verizon is they got SIM card capability? They all their phones are unlocked, so you could buy a Verizon exclusive phone and change the settings, you know, and then draw a GSM SIM in it. So, but you can't do vice versa, right? You can't go GSM to Verizon, but you can go Verizon to GSM. It's crazy. Yeah. So I don't. That's weird. That's weird, but it's all good. Let's see. Sean said Moto just being ignored. You know what? I'm gonna tell you. I reviewed the Moto Z2 Force, the Moto Z Force. I use all the Moto phones. But let me tell you something. The Moto phones are nice, man. As far as fluidity, stock Android, pretty decent phone. Now, a lot of people don't like the design. I mean, I understand the reason why Moto had to do the design because of the Moto mods. Now, going into 2018, they can't. Moto can't do it. Motorola, you got to come with the program. Got to go 18:9 and bezel-less. Somehow you got to try to fit those mods or do something with the mods to try to make them fit. But I think people got turned off for the Moto devices. It's because nobody don't like those pogo pins in the back of those phones, man. I mean, that's an ugly look. Think about it, right? I mean, I understand the purpose.
Yeah.
But I mean, the things are ugly in the back, right? I mean, you look at the back of this phone, you're like, oh, this is terrible looking. You know, I mean, you're like, But I think Motorola ought to do something. I mean, I understand. Maybe they ought to redesign the pogo pins, right?
Yeah, because they keep it that way because they want to make the mods work with all generations.
Right. But now, 2018, and look, I've reviewed all the Motorola devices. I absolutely love it. Matter of fact, I said it on this channel. I said that my mid-tier phone for 2017 was the Moto X4. This phone is nice. I didn't put this phone against all the heavy hitters as far as cameras and speed and stuff. Man, and it's a Beyonce looking pretty. But you know what? If you put this phone against this phone, right? Kind of similar, right? Look just like it. This. It sounds like, all right, cool. I see what Motorola try to do here, right?
Yup.
Galaxy S7, Galaxy S7, and look at that. They look just alike. Don't they look alike?
It does.
They look alike. There it is. So I see what, but all of them do that. I mean, just be real. All of them copy off each other.
Oh yeah, nothing's original.
Yeah, nothing.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Yeah, that is right. If you're not cheating, not trying. So what phones y'all gonna be excited about in 2018? I mean, we got.
Oh man, that's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. I'm going to be honest. I'm really hoping that Samsung makes the Samsung Galaxy S9 active, and I'm hoping that it's available in all carriers. I really wanted to get the S8 Plus, the S8 active, but I'm on Verizon and it didn't work on Verizon, so I'm hoping that they do that. And it wouldn't be a big deal, me being on Verizon. It's just where I live. I mean, I live over here in northern Arizona, and hell, man, Verizon's the thing to have here, but I'm looking forward to the S9 active. That's the one I'm looking at. As far as Google goes, I mean, I'm not sure what they're going to do with their, say the Pixel 3 comes out. They're all about software to begin with, so whenever it comes to Google, or whenever I'm, thinking about Google, I'm looking at the software side of the house. Yeah, I'm always on their developer channels. I'm seeing what they're doing there. And I'm also just wondering what Samsung's going to do with the Bixby. I'm wondering what the Tizen team's doing. So I mean, there's things going on, but what I've really been trying to find out though is I'm just wondering about the battery tech. I mean, I know they're making processors that are more energy efficient, but come on, I mean, the battery tech needs to climb now. And I'd really like to have some kind of new age battery come out where it's just that efficient, where your battery just lasts for a week. So you get a 3,000 milliamp battery and it lasts for a week no matter what you do. I mean, we're at that stage of the game of technology. I think that'll work.
You know what? I'm going to tell you right now, it ain't going to happen. They want you to upgrade the phone every year.
Yeah, it's true.
It's not going to happen. They're not going to put nothing but maybe 3,700. I think we heard the rumor of a 3,700 milliamp battery in the Galaxy S9. That's it, man. And then right now you could probably get you could squeeze out about 6 hours screen on time if you're not a heavy user. Let's be real here, right? 6 hours of screen on time if you're not a heavy user. If you're a heavy user, you might get 5 hours. So if they throw a 3,700 milliamp battery, you might get 6.5. It all depends on the 845, and it all depends on the new TouchWiz experience, Samsung experience, right? Yeah. So at the end of the day, I don't know if we ever going to have in flagships, because here's the thing. They figure if you're going to give you a week-long battery, you ain't going to upgrade next year. God, they ain't going to do it. It's no way, man. It's no way. You look at the trend. Look at the trend. Let's go back into 2016, right? We got 820s and 821 processors. They were supposed to be king supreme. Now you had certain devices that came out of 2017 with the 821 and like, bullshit. No, it sucks. Old technology. I'm telling myself, like 3 months ago, we just praising the 821.
Yes.
It sucked, right? See, that's the thing. But I look at it like this. You got phones in 2017, actually, battery percentages went down. We went from 3,500 milliamp batteries, right? That was in the Galaxy S7 to a 3,000 milliamp battery that's in the Galaxy S8, right? So we actually saw percentages go down as far as milliamp because they relied on the Snapdragon 835, the Snapdragon processor, to do all the work, right? Plus, all the where we're gonna have a smoother experience, and we got these apps and this app, and all that crap like that. So at the end of the day, I'm not sure if the battery tech is going to get better. Now, they might come across the stage and say, yes, we're going to give you better battery life, better cameras, a better design, better this. And you get it like the same old shit. I mean,
you're 100% right on that. I'll tell you something else too, man. When the Pixel came out, people were flipping out over the display, right? Well, I did something the other day. I was doing nerd stuff. I was looking into like color calibration and what makes a display do the things that it does. And what Google was taking advice from the hipsters. All the hipsters want to be like, what do you say? They want to be like, they want to be real plain Jane people. So Google kind of said, you know what, we're going to just, make this a real plain phone, and we're going to make our colors look natural. Well, I didn't even know this happened to me. So whenever I turned on the Pixel and it was just set on that normal mode, it was really disgusting. Yeah. So when I went into the settings, I put my display on saturated, and once I did that, I was like, holy cow. But then I thought to myself, well, in real life, like say you look at this, right? That's not oversaturated.
Nope, that's beautiful.
Say you look at something in real life, right? Say you look at this. That's not oversaturated. But whenever I look at it on my Samsung display, it's oversaturated.
Right, it's oversaturated.
So for years, I've been looking at oversaturated screens, right? So whenever I turn on the Pixel and I'm looking at a normal screen, I didn't want to do it. I might have lasted maybe a minute trying to just leave my phone on that natural color. I couldn't do it. And the same thing with my Samsung phones. I tried turning them down to that normal thing, couldn't do it. I have to have everything boosted up. And I know a lot of people that are like that. But so whenever I send a picture to somebody that I took with my whatever phone that I'm using, and I'm like, hey, isn't that a great picture? They're like, no, it's okay. I'm like, what do you mean it's okay? But then I realized they're looking at it. They're looking at the picture like on a phone that has a crappy screen. They're using an iPhone or they got like a Moto. No, I'm just saying. I'm used to looking at Samsung displays. So whatever, and I got, I have a Moto G4 Plus from last year, whenever. And I mean, it's all right. But, whenever I'm so spoiled now with my Samsung phones, I don't know, I don't know how I'm ever going to go back, And this Pixel right here, I got it boosted all the way up, right? So it's cool. So, but I tried looking at it like normal. That ain't happening, man. So I think a lot of people, we've gotten really, really used to looking at stuff that's not natural. Like, think about it. Would you rather go outside and look at the trees, or would you rather look at your oversaturated, phone? The colors on your oversaturated phone make everything look so much better. So your brain connects the dots. You get your endorphin release from looking at oversaturated stuff.
Yeah. And you know what? I ain't lying. You're right. Because when I do camera reviews, right, and a lot of people pick the phone that has the popping colors, right? It's because the OEMs, what they do is they oversaturate the pictures. Everything is oversaturated. So when they take a picture and they look at it and you compare it to another phone, but the phone that has the more pop, the richer colors, the yellow that look like a something you have like a wet yellow, right? But when you look at it with your eyes, it doesn't even come close to what you see it on the phone. So you're right when it comes down to oversaturation, even with pictures, right? Yep. And so people they'll look and say, oh, that picture suck. And I'm like, well, no, that picture is normal. That's the natural picture compared to another phone that might oversaturate it. See, people got it wrong. They want the punchier colors and stuff like that. So you're absolutely right. Our human eyes say we look at this, say you just showed the bottle of alcohol, right? It looks good, plain. If you looked at that on the phone screen, right, you're like, that sucks. It's all off, right? They'll say the colors is off. But you know what happened? Samsung will take that and make that yellow. You see that Sesusa, that tequila you got sitting right there? Samsung would have take that and make that yellow. That'd be a fire yellow right there.
Yep. And the blue one on the bottle would just pop and
that's right. They'll take that blue one and that blue one to be like almost I'll be a dark blue. See what I'm saying? So what you're looking at right here is natural. Well, if you're looking at it on the phone, y'all guys might see that it is probably oversaturated on the phone. But if you look at it on a computer, like I'm looking at it, because I'm looking at it on a 1080p screen, it looks natural. So I think we all humans and we kind of get screwed up over this, right? Tech guy?
You know something funny you're saying? I didn't kind of realize it, but I'm looking at it. I'm looking at this on my Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus, and I have the resolution turned all the way up to WQHD, and I have the colors boosted. So what you were saying was exactly right. I'm like, yeah, he's exactly right.
Right. It looks yellow, but it's not yellow. It's more of a brownish, a bright brownish color.
That's true.
Right. And so, but because I'm looking at it on a PC, but most people that's going to look at it on the Galaxy phone or something that's QHD, right? They're going to say, okay, well now that's yellow. That's like a fiery yellow, and that's how we perceive that that's the best display. Punch it like that. So, what you think about it, tech guy?
I think both you guys are correct. We're pretty much, these phones companies have us trained to like the more saturated over the normal looking. We know what normal looking looks like because we see it every day with our eyes, or 4 eyes, depending on if you wear glasses or not. But anything on the screen, if it don't pop, it's the color calibration's off, or it's the setting right. It can't be right. So we're spoiled and brainwashed.
Right. And at the same time, you know what's gonna happen in 2018? All the displays after what Google then went through with the Pixel, everything will be oversaturated. Everything. All the screens gonna be oversaturated in 2018. And Pixel, they would not do it again. All that red, all that blue tint and all that crap and stuff, that ain't gonna be on the Pixel 3. You're gonna have an oversaturated screen, and it's not gonna have blue tint. I'm telling you, because they did that on purpose, actually, right?
Yeah, intentionally, unfortunately. But the crazy thing about it is the normal Pixel 2 look great.
Yeah,
they use a different panel, but it's just like, why didn't I just take this over there? Even though it's a 1080p display, before they rolled out the updates, Pixel 2 display looked better than Pixel 2 XL, which is crazy.
So I mean, I think Google learned from their mistakes this year. I mean, I just so 2 years in a row. Just think about what Google had been through, right? First of all, they took the Nexus name and they got rid of the Nexus name. Here we got the Pixel. Then they raised the price by 1,000%. Then they come out with a big forehead chin on the Pixel. Then they couldn't get it to you fast enough, right? I mean, it was like hell and high water to get a Pixel, right? You had to pay $1,000 to get a Pixel, and it came in January because I got my Pixel in December, like 4 months late. So it was a rocket start from the beginning, and then here we got the lens flare on the cameras, right? And then we had other issues with the Pixel. Now we got the Pixel 2, got 2 damn manufacturers here, right?
Yeah.
And oh man,
and I'll be honest, it's kind of it's a little frustrating for me to use the Pixel, because in my mind I know that Samsung's redheaded stepbrother made this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like every time I use it, I know that it's an LG phone, and I mean, this is a software thing for me right here. But at the end of the day, if LG made a phone that was stock Android and it was just LG marketed, I wouldn't have bought it. Okay, I bought this because I wanted to see what Google was doing. So, I mean, that's where I'm at with that.
Well, look, I'm going to be devil's advocate here, all right, because we talked about this before. I'm going to be devil's advocate for all the new viewers on there. Shouts out to everybody that's on here. Hello to everybody. Thank y'all for coming to the stream. Let's be devil's advocate. I work for Google. I'm a top executive for Google, and I want to make a deal with LG to manufacture my phone. We set up a date. We go to LG's facilities. They got their staff and they giving me parts, right, along with prices. They say, okay, you got a top-notch screen here that's going to cost you X, Y, Z. You got a medium-grade screen here that's going to cost you X, Y, Z. And then you got the low-grade screen right there that's going to cost you X, Y, and Z. Now, you pick out of the 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? So the Google people, and I'm just saying this, they might have picked that screen and picked that part and picked that part and say, put it together. How much is going to cost me? It's going to cost you such and such dollars to manufacture each phone. All right, good. That means you're going to make 40, 45% profit if I pick these parts. Now, all the parts they pick probably was high premium parts, right? So you think about it like that. This is how I think about it, especially when you got a screen that burned in 24 hours. And then you got, Google like, we kind of knew that was going to happen because that's the parts we picked, So you can kind of tell like Google wasn't like, oh my God, LG, you gave me effed up parts. Kind of Google like, we're going to see some software updates. They kind of went away a little bit. So that makes me think. That makes me think, me as a business owner, you go down and you pick the parts that you want, right? It ain't like you. I mean, you think about Apple executives go down there and say, "Hey, Samsung, look, man, I know you're not gonna give me the same display that you're gonna give me on the Galaxy Note 8, but I want something close to that. I don't give a shit how much it costs." So that's what I'm thinking. Like, you know, Google might say, I want to make some money this year, so maybe go with the second grade screen.
Oh, exactly, man. Oh, real quick, I want to say hello to the tech couple, and I want to say what's up to Ray. How's it going? I see you there in the comments. So what's happening? What's up, Ray?
And so for everybody that's putting in the comments about the funeral video, I posted a funeral video today.
I caught some of it.
Yeah. Yes, it was. It's definitely now on this YouTube channel. I have a playlist that I have funeral videos on. Right, so I've done multiple funeral videos on devices. But this year, I think I'll have made 2 funeral videos, and I'm like, damn, I got to do something. And I thought about it. Microsoft, I mean, they canceled Christmas like official this year. They really canceled Christmas. I mean, it wasn't like they played around and danced. We're gonna come out with a Surface phone. No, they really like, you know what? It's the Windows phone is done, y'all. I mean, they really like, you know what? Screw y'all, Windows is done. And like, okay.
No, I understand where you're coming from too. And I don't even like, I've tried using Microsoft apps. I've tried going the whole all in on Microsoft, and it's not fluid, right? Like, you know, say you're using Samsung apps or you're using Google apps, it just works. I tried going all in on Microsoft, and it doesn't work. It's not the same. You know, you can tell it's like,
yeah, the apps are different on Microsoft. I mean, listen, the thing what happened with Microsoft, you had a couple of issues. First of all, they came out too late. All right, now Microsoft phones was already out with the old Windows phone, the 6 point whatever. The Windows phones has been out, but they wasn't that good. I mean, you had the old Palm, the PDF type Windows phones. But when Windows Mobile tried to make a comeback, Android was already gaining ground, and Apple was already on a few generations of phones. So it was already then, you know. Then you had the Steve Ballmer type change when they bought Nokia. They didn't do nothing with that. And, you know, you had all kinds of stuff that happened in the Windows ecosystem that just, Shout out to Lamar. He said, you're a fool doing videos like that. Yeah. I do some crazy videos. Y'all know I try to keep it real, man, but I also like to have fun. So y'all do see a lot of crazy videos on there. But if you notice in my funeral videos, I don't want to tick off the religious community. That's why I don't use crucifixes or anything like that. So that's why. And I started to use it. I started to use it, but somebody I consult with the Oracle, and she's like, don't use it.
You know what? That's smart, man, because that's smart because do you know what I was wanting to do? I tell you what, man. Because once you started doing that, I was getting ideas myself. And I was going to make like another video, right, where I could like, I don't know, find a phone that was like that no one liked, right? I was going to see if I could get a hold of like an essential phone, right? And I was going to take it out to the desert, and I was going to like make an execution video. I was gonna make I know it's not funny, it's terrible, man. But I was gonna do that, man. I was gonna like go out to the desert and be like executing the essential phone. But my girlfriend told me that's a bad idea. Don't be doing that. I was like, all right, man. Shit.
Well, you know, as being on the internet, whether that's YouTube or blogging or whatever, right? Yep. Being on the internet, you have to be careful. And that's why when I make my because I've actually barbecued a phone before, right? And I mean, oh my God, the emails and stuff that I got from doing that phone. That when I barbecued the phone, people's all pissed off. Oh, I'm messing up the environment and all that stuff like that. You put the phone on the grill, and so I got my butt handed to me really bad when I barbecued the phone, and then when I put it on the bun. When I put it on the bun, and I had a barbecue. Yes, man. Yeah, I barbecued the phone, and people was upset about that. I mean, that was a fun video, and guess what? It got age restricted too, so you know, YouTube didn't like it too. But you can't find it. I got it. I got it on my VIP page, but as far as looking for it on YouTube, and it's not gonna show up on no YouTube page. man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's funny as hell, man.
Shouts out to BG Tech Life. We got some feedback going on. That's coming from you, Tech Guy. You got some feedback going on.
Oh.
I see your audio jumping. But yeah. Yeah, so let's see. We got BG Tech Life is in the building. We got Tony Pazio in the building, which is we got the team of Team 100 is in the building. We got Tails B is in the building. We got 10-minute tech reviewers in the building. We got the tech couple. Reese Corey is in the building. That's what I'm talking about. BG Tech. It said, "Where's the drink?" Sir, we are ready for the new year, sir.
Damn.
Tech Life, we are definitely ready for the new year.
For sure.
And my man Ace over there got him 2 bottles of that Good to Kill. I see that. So you ready for the new year? So I mean, overall, guys, look, it's fun doing this, man. I've been doing this for three and a half years. So people ask me the question: am I streaming tomorrow? For the last 3 years, we got some more feedback going on. Well, that's me. Somebody got feedback. Yeah, I think that's you.
Ugh.
Yeah, because I see yours jumping a lot. So for the last 3 years, I've always streamed live on New Year's Eve, right? And I'm consulting with the Oracle to make sure everything is good, so I can start streaming. Now, last year, I streamed for like 7 hours, 8 hours last year. So be prepared that we're gonna have some fun, and I'm gonna try to do my stream tomorrow. So come on by and have some fun. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna live stream for New Year's Eve. We're gonna bring the New Year's in right here, Easy Computers. Talk about tech. We're gonna talk about everything. And tomorrow night, let's see. Tech for your D's in the building. Funeral videos are unique. No one else is doing them. It's called thinking out of the box. Yes, when I do videos, I always think out of the box. Every time I do a video, I think about what can I do that's different? What can I do that's different? And so that's why I do my videos. My videos is, matter of fact, I think I'd hit 1,000 videos on this YouTube channel. So I don't know. I think I'd hit 1,000 tonight.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. So 1,000 video. And but I'm over 1,000 videos collectively because I got 3 YouTube channels. But I think on this YouTube channel, I think tonight is my 1,000 video. So I don't know. Tech for your needs, Lewis, check that out for me, and see if I'm on my 1,000 video. If so, then thank y'all. If not, then I will be on 1,000 tomorrow because I'm releasing the video tomorrow plus a live stream. So 2 videos tomorrow. So it's gonna be all and popping. And all right, so we get ready for CES. All right, CES.
Oh yeah.
We got all. Listen, guys, that's in the tech industry, in the tech world. What we talking about right here with 835 processor, 4 gigs of RAM, and all these 18. That's the past after tomorrow. Going into January, we get all new phones. Everything is new. We get an 845 processor. Now we heard that old Sammy is not going to get first dibs on the 845. We heard that the LG G7 is going to get the 845 processor. So Sammy didn't get it this year. Sorry, Sammy. You don't have first dibs on the 845. Damn it! Everybody gonna get their hands on the 845 processor in January. And but the Galaxy S9 is supposed to come out to kind of spank Apple a little bit. You got battery problems, right? And so Sammy's gonna try to come out with the Galaxy S9. What y'all thoughts about that? Now everybody be talking about the Galaxy S9. Galaxy S9. What y'all think about the Galaxy S9?
Well, here's what I think. I'll be straight up. I've been thinking about this already, and I've been watching some of the, I guess you could say the prediction videos that people are coming out with. And here's the deal: the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus stole the show for 2017. So if you're already rocking, like right now, I'm watching this. I'm doing this on the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. It's a great phone. It's not stuttering. It's not lagging. It's perfect in every single way. The battery life is awesome. So you got the S9 coming out that's going to be like this heavy hitter. All right, cool. What I'm waiting for, because, Snapdragon this, Snapdragon that. I'm all about the Exynos processors, you know. So whenever Samsung can start dropping the Exynos processors in the United States, then I'll be really, really excited.
It ain't gonna happen.
Am I excited for the S9? I'm really excited, but I know a lot of people that just went out and bought the S8 Plus. The S8 Plus, it's going to be relevant for at least 2 more years. That's how solid of a phone this is. And and the reason I even make YouTube videos, I make YouTube videos for people on a budget. I don't make YouTube videos for like the bargain basement. I make videos for people that are on a budget, right? So I'll tell somebody right now, get the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. It's going to be a great phone for at least a couple years. Right. Even the Samsung Galaxy S6 right now is getting updates. Okay, I got a girlfriend, I got a girlfriend that uses the Samsung Galaxy S6, and I was checking out her phone the other night, right? And it's running perfect. So it's like, the S9's coming out. So I mean, I know, am I going to get it? Yes. You know, it's just the way it is. I love reviewing tech. I like brand new stuff. I'll get like 3 jobs if I have to, man. I'm going to get my tech. I'm not going to be standing at the back of the line. This ain't the soup kitchen, man. You got to pay to play.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, look, I'm going to play devil's advocate one more time here, right? Because I love doing it. The reason why you won't see no Exynos processor in the United States is because, you know, they like the crap dragons down there. The only reason why you saw Exynos processors in the United States is because of the crap dragon 810 processor, the 808 processor that Samsung refused to go with. They refused to go with that hot box. They refused, and that was the only time you see the Galaxy Note 5 and the Galaxy S6 and the Galaxy S6 Edge Plus that was rocking Exynos processors because of the heat box with the 808 and 810 processor. So I think, you know, as Samsung being as big as it is, you won't see, you know, and that's a disadvantage of us in the United States, that we don't get that good pure Exynos processor as everybody love to have, unless you import it, right? But in the United States, with the agreement in the modems and all that stuff, we're gonna get that crap dragon. So shouts out to the crap dragon processor. Everybody say hashtag crap dragon processor for the win in 2018.
And you know, I know a lot of people are obsessed with the storage on their phones, right? And I'll admit it, I got on the storage bandwagon. I went, you know, on my I think it was on my S8 Plus. I went and I got, you know, the 200 blah 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 megabyte SD card, and I had every song, I had all my videos, you know, I had all sorts of photos on it just to do it. But at the end of the day, when I really, really was honest with myself, and y'all might laugh at this, but as long as I have a good signal, right? As long as I'm around the Wi-Fi, or as long as I have a good data signal, I mean, I don't use no more than like maybe, even right now, on which phone am I using? I don't even know what phone I'm using. Like on my Pixel right now, I think I'm only using 32 gigabytes of storage right now. On my S8, I think I'm only using something similar because I'm doing everything on, you know, I call it, on the cloud. I'm doing everything, you know, I'm streaming my music and I got everything in my Google Drive. So it's just that, you know. So I know a lot of people are like, man, I want a terabyte of space on my phone. It's like, what the hell are you putting on your phone? You know, it's like, come on, people. Because I work with the public and I see people, I'm always looking at people's phones. People ain't doing nothing but they're playing like video games like Candy Crush Saga. They don't even know how to, like I said earlier, they don't even know how to put a reminder in their calendar. But yet, you know, anyway, don't get me started, man. I'm trying to be cool here. Get all wound up.
And look, and I want to piggyback off the feedback that I'm getting from you. Getting some bad feedback, tech guy, from you, because I'm looking at the audio and I see your audio bouncing up and down.
All right, I'm gonna try different.
Hey, you know, it sounds like a miss ground or something. You know, like when you had your car stereo and you're driving, you got that boom, 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 like you had a miss ground or something, or you get that noise. Boy, you know how many times back in the day you used to be driving and riding in people's cars and they turn their music up and they got that every time they hit the gas because they know how to wire their car, and you got all that feedback. Now you sound good now. Whatever you just did, you just fixed it. But yeah, let me get into the comments. You would need that S9 to get Android 8.0. But you know what? The Galaxy S8, and this is how Samsung does it. The beta for the Galaxy S8 is out right now. Samsung probably won't release Android 8.0 just like they do every year until the next generation phone come out, and then maybe you might have to wait maybe a month or two after the new phone come out in order for the old phone to get the updates. That's how Samsung do it. They won't release Oreo on the Galaxy devices, even the Note, until after the new release of the devices. This is how Samsung roll. Because Samsung wants you to buy the Galaxy S9. Why would they give you everything Oreo and all the Galaxy 9 features with the experience 9.5 or 9 or whatever they're going to put on it? That means that phone going to be running like brand new. That means you can't shell out that $1,000 come January to buy the Galaxy S9. So Samsung won't do it. You won't see Oreo. That's how they roll, guys.
And let's be honest too, whenever you have a Samsung phone, you turn it on and it works. Okay, so the average Samsung user, we're not worried about, oh man, I need to get an update. I need these updates. No, Samsung users pride themselves on the fact that their Samsung phone works. Now, I am the kind of guy that I love to know whatever Google's do. I like to know what's going on with Android. What the hell is this? Oh, where's my Pixel at? Oh, I like to know. So I go in to get a Pixel, right? That was the Note 8. Then I go in to get this. So I get myself a Pixel. That way I can keep up with what's going on in the world of Android with the latest, bleeding edge updates. But as far as like a Samsung phone goes, like on Google Plus, for example, in the communities, there's a lot of us in there that we don't want an update coming to our Samsung phones unless Samsung's gone over it with a fine-tooth comb. Because let's be honest, Google has released updates to their phones that suck. My first generation Pixel, I got rid of it because it was running fine, right? And this thing came out. Next thing you know, Google releases. That's why there's a conspiracy theory. Google releases this update. I think it was 8.0, and it wasn't, and it just made the phone turn off. Things didn't work. So with Google, we're only one update away from stuff breaking. And that's a fact, man. Anyone that denies that, they, whatever. I've been in the Pixel communities or the Nexus communities where I've said this, and they crucified me, man. Because I tell people, Google's cool. We like Google, but Google giveth and Google taketh away. Like tomorrow, Google can release an update that'll destroy this phone. And then you got to wait for another week for them to release an update for them to so the phone will work again. So I'd rather take Samsung any day of the week because at least my phone's going to work. Because at my job, there's sometimes I got to take notes and I got to record meetings. I'm not going to be recording the meeting with this. I'm going to take one of my Samsung phones that are right there. I'm taking them to the meeting and I'm going to be recording the meeting on that. I'm not taking no damn chances, man. Been there, done it.
So wait a minute. Now I've heard. I don't have the Pixel. I got the Pixel first generation, but I don't have the Pixel 2. But I've heard that everybody on the planet is saying that the Google Pixel 2 and the Google Pixel cameras are king supreme. Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, there's no doubt about that. And look, I'm a Samsung knight, okay? But on the real, I'll keep it real every step of the way, okay? And I'm a full-fledged Samsung knight. I'm not just talking, man. You can talk to Richard Yarrell. That's the boss right there. Anyway, yes, the camera on this is great. But other than that, I don't know what the phone's going to do. Tomorrow I could wake up and this phone will be on fire. It'll be exploded. It won't work. I'm not kidding, man. It's horrible. But tomorrow, guess what? Tomorrow I can turn on my Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus and my Note 8, and it's going to work. So, yeah. Well, let's just say, anyway, so that's what's up.
Hey, the tech guy, what you think about that Pixel, man?
Well, for me, it's my favorite device, actually. I got that. I got the Note 8. I like Samsung, but I'm not a Note person. The S Pen, it's not made for somebody like me. I barely use it. I just like the screen and the bigger battery. And just over the years, I just come to prefer stock Android. But I appreciate them both. The video on the Note 8 is actually probably better, even though the Pixel probably has better photos, the notes, and still probably has the better video side of things.
Well, yeah. The note, if you don't go 1080p 60 frames per second, you might be all right. But if you go 1080p 60 frames per second,
Somebody in the comment section said, "Tell me how your Note 7's working." I think his name is Donovan Hornbeck.
yeah,
I knew somebody was gonna say something.
Hey, Donovan Hornbeck. How's your phone from the gas station working? That ZTE phone you got? Tell me all about that. Look, let me tell you guys something. I got a Samsung refrigerator. I got a Samsung toaster. I got a Samsung washer and dryer. I don't take chances, man. I wish Samsung made cars. I'd buy me a Samsung pickup truck if I could. So there you go.
Hey, so wait a minute. Samsung, is it like Apple coming up making a car? I think ain't Samsung making a car, man.
You know, Samsung has their own military, but I'm not going to say anything more about that. No, they do. I saw the video. I'm not even kidding.
Hey. So I don't Samsung make toilets?
Hey, Donovan Hornbeck, I'm just playing, man. Don't get crazy, man. Get yourself a drink. No, but Samsung, you name it, they're in development. Samsung can make anything they want. Let's be honest.
They got the money for it. They got the money to make it.
Hell yeah.
So is that the same thing Apple can do, right? I mean, Apple got the money. I mean, they look.
You know what I'm wondering? Phones. I'm wondering about Google. I've been wondering this thank you for asking that question. How come Google and how come iPhone, how come they don't make their, like, something that works? You know, they gotta get HTC, they gotta get LG, they gotta get Motorola. It's like, you know, they got all this money. They're the big dogs on the block. You'd figure Google would just build their own factory and get their own people together, you know, and make something, man.
Well, I don't think Google is that type of company. I mean, yeah. Google with the Nexus line, it was only for developers, right? When we talk about, like, Google would never do that. Google would always outsource parts. That's not. I would say that.
Well, for phones.
Maybe for phones, right? For phones.
Yeah.
But as far as Apple, you may have something there. It's Apple being as big as they are. I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. How long would it take? Apple might be doing this. How long would it take Apple to manufacture screens? It may take them a while, right? I mean, they could just buy from Samsung. It's easier to outsource certain parts. Now, as far as in-house processors, don't they get that from Samsung too, right? Or they build, I'm sorry, the A9, the A11 chip is built in-house.
Yeah, but they were previously outsourcing.
Right, it was previously outsourced. So Apple actually outsource their screens and some of the parts. But I mean, as far as the modems and stuff like that. But I agree with you. I mean, when you're talking about Apple as being such a huge company, but when you talk about manufacturing screens and all that stuff, Samsung is good at it. Why not buy from them? I think that's the point, right? I think that's the point. Because the same thing with LG, right? That's why a lot of people go with LG screens, because they manufacture them. You know what I mean? It's quickly just to say, look, I need 10. Well, besides Apple, they'll say, well, we need 20 screens, because they're not selling nothing but 20 phones. Besides Apple, so hey, LG, can I get 20 screens? Yeah, give me $1.50 a pop. And they just go from there instead of spending $500 million on the manufacture plant.
Yeah,
I think it's a cost-effective thing. That's all.
But the crazy thing about it is that Google is made, like, they made the Chromebook, the Pixelbook, the Chromebook, which are great, and it's like, you guys can make phones if you did it. They make the home. I mean, those aren't marvelous designs, but they have the ability to create things. I guess they just prefer not to. Maybe.
I mean, they don't want to be responsible, man. I think Google don't want to be responsible, man.
You know what? Up on your face.
Yeah, man. They don't. Google said, let's outsource this stuff, man. I don't want to mess around. No, trying to build plants and make a phone. Now they made the Pixel book, right? I mean, that thing look gorgeous.
Yeah, I got one. It's Jesus Christ.
You paid $1,000 for that thing, man. For that.
Yep.
What they call that? Oh, okay. I'm about to say $1,000.
I ain't got it. As a kid, I ain't got it.
Yeah, $1,000 for what is it? You got to be on the end. What is
Chromebook,
that? Chromebook. Oh my God! I mean, they got Chromebooks for like $1.50, man. I mean, what?
But they've always done that though. Even their Chromebook Pixels, like, this is like the third generation of overpriced overpriced Chromebook. So
Yeah.
this one actually looks worth it, but it's still $1,000.
All right, so documents show, and TK from Total Tech is in the building. He said documents show that HTC will make all the future Pixels. Well, yeah, because Google bought HTC.
Yes.
So that's I would figure that. And you know what? Oh my God, could you imagine? Listen, I'm thinking about this, right? Could you imagine the Pixel 3 coming out with an 18:9 aspect ratio? And don't get me wrong, the HTC make pretty good parts. With that beautiful, beautiful glass that looked like an HTC U11. Oh my God. With that changing gold and red type color. Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Woo.
Like a luminescent kind of thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, that'd be absolutely amazing. Donovan said $1,000 for a Chromebook makes no sense.
No, it doesn't. But they've done this is the third time they've done it. And the crazy thing about it, I'm not saying it's selling like hotcakes, but there's probably like 100 people that are like, yeah, let me get that. I'm waiting for the higher end one to come out that costs more. Like, what?
I mean, they put i7 in like 16 gigs of RAM in this thing, man, for a Chromebook. What the hell are you gonna do? What the hell you do with Android apps, man? I mean, what the
Well, you could do only thing you could probably do is you could edit photos, because Android don't have a video editor where it's a crap. You can edit photos with Photoshop and just store a bunch of illegal movies on Showbox. That's about it.
So you go buy i7, you go pay about $1,500 for a Chromebook
for your bootleg movie server.
Yeah, you got a Chromebook, i7 processor, 16 gigs of RAM in there, and you go use it for Android apps. Because I mean, that's what the Chrome is, right? I mean, you got Android apps on it, right? Besides the internet.
Well, recently, because before it was just Chrome and Chrome Store. So before that, it was just like.
All right, so Total Tech here
yes. Kinsmaster. Sorry.
Yes, allows you to edit on the Chromebook at 4K at 60 frames per second. Woo!
Yeah. I think you got to pay.
Total Tech was also talking about getting that 5-finger discount.
Oh yeah. Canal.
What's up, Total Tech?
Yeah. What's up? That Canal Street 5-finger. Yeah. Canal Street got that fire.
Yeah.
You know, now that we're talking about stuff, there's something I need to bring up, man. This is crazy important, okay? Something happened the other night. Now, I was hanging out with somebody, and that's another story. I was hanging out somewhere, and I've been using this as my daily driver, right? You guess what happened? I needed a headphone jack. I needed to plug in some headphones, right? Because something was going on, right? So without even thinking, I ran and I got my damn headphones, and I'm being slick, by the way, and I went to plug them in and they wouldn't plug in, and I wasn't near the house, so I didn't have this stupid thing with me. So yeah, you know what? I'm a little aggravated about the headphone jack. Now I know a lot of people are saying stuff like, "Oh, the headphone jack's obsolete." Macaroni and cheese is obsolete. How's that? But here's the deal, man. The headphone jack's necessary still, man. Yeah. Anybody that says any different doesn't know what the hell they're talking about, man. Because we still got all these damn wires and stuff everywhere. And in my truck, yeah, I'm using the Bluetooth. But at the end of the day, whenever shit gets real, I know I can always, get my S8 or my Note 8 and plug in my damn headphones. So, when I was over here dealing with this, that was ridiculous, man. And I really needed it because I had something going on that night. And, I missed out because I didn't have the damn headphone jack.
he said he had something going on that night. He needed a headphone jack. He had to get some of that Barry White playing in the background. And all of a sudden, he ain't got a headphone jack. How you gonna
and then I look like the clown, right? So then I'm telling you, but look, I got stereo, front-facing stereo speakers.
Not loud enough.
Yeah, not loud enough at all, man. What the hell?
It's like you get ready to get in the mood. He's like, all right, man.
And then Gary, I like Gary Brown. Gary Brown just told me, you knew that before you got the phone. I'm like, well, yeah, I know a lot of stuff before I got the phone. That's why I have 2 Samsung phones on deck. So yeah, I got my headphone jacks. But you know what? It is what it is. I'm not exactly Fred Flintstone, though. I do have this. Look, I got my Bluetooth speaker, so it's all good. It's called adapt and overcome, man. At the end of the day, I make stuff happen.
Look, it'd be like, it like got that Barry White going there. Yeah, we got that Barry White playlist going on, and you got the aux cord right that's coming out of the stereo, and you got the lights turned down. You ready to go, right?
I thought I was ready.
And all of a sudden you go looking for the headphone jack. You got the iPhone Pixel. Like, oh God,
where's my dongle?
and I gotta say something else here. There's something else that I went and bought the other day, right? I went and got I got one in the mail, and then I got another one coming as well. I went and bought this thing. Y'all see what this is?
Yeah, that's a home mini. Oh my God.
Do you notice something going on here, guys? It's not plugged in.
Yeah.
In other words, I'm not using it. So I plugged it in for a week, right? And I'll be honest, I did this watch. I just stared at it, man. I was like, what the hell, man? Like, I almost felt like I had to talk to it, you know? So I know how to turn on my own lights. I can start my own coffee. I don't need to tell Google to do everything for me. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that this isn't a good idea, but I'm just used to talking to my phones. I'm used to telling my phone to set the reminder. I'm used to, things like that. So having this thing around was almost like having like the third wheel. Is that the expression I'm looking for? The third wheel? It was like having the third wheel. I'm like, all right, well, no, it did do one thing for me that I thought was pretty cool. It set an alarm. So I told it the other day, I said the magic words, and I said, set an alarm for 7 a.m. Well, what I thought it was doing, I thought it was setting the alarm for my phone. So here it is, I'm asleep. This thing starts making a crazy sound. I jump out of bed, I'm like, what the hell is that? Anyway, so this thing it did the alarm. It did good, you know what I mean? Yeah. Now I know Google makes the Home Max, that big old boombox thing. That sounds like it could be pretty cool, but I'd use it for music. I wouldn't use it for, okay, Google stuff, Yeah. I did it with my Pixel,
I mean, you can. I mean, I just reviewed it. It's I don't think I may have used the Google thing once just to tell it to stop music or whatever, but that thing, like, it's kind of like a Sonos competitor.
Yeah.
But
how does it sound though?
They charging Sonos prices, so it's $400.
Wait,
the little guy here sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, if you're in a little room, like if you're like in a regular little bedroom and you're not trying to bump it or nothing, it sounds great. Yep. But if you're like in a bigger room, then it's too little.
Yeah. The thing about it is, like Google giving you Google Home for free for everything. You get a free Google Home for everything. So I don't even know if that's even relevant, right? I mean, every time you turn around, every time you buy anything from Google, they're going to give you a free Google Home. So you might as well go on and get the free one, because I got like 2 of them. Every time I buy something from Google, they send you a free Google Home.
Exactly.
So, and I mean, look, let me get into some comments. Gary be on fire here. Gary said only people getting ass with Barry White is over 60. Hey man, I'm not telling my age, but
ain't nothing wrong with Barry though.
Ain't nothing wrong with Barry White, man. Listen, man, y'all youngsters, y'all millennials, y'all be listening to all that crap. That crap you can't understand. That. Listen, man, give me some Barry White. Oh yeah, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm like, yeah. You see, y'all youngsters want to hear all that other stuff. Take it off. Take it off. I'm in the era, and we got girl, I love you. See that?
Lenny Williams.
Lenny Williams. I'm from that era. See that that type of music.
I'm right in between the two. So
lights down low and put some of that nasty R. Kelly on.
I'll play R. Kelly more.
I'm from the era of Color Me Bad and Belle Biv DeVoe and MC Hammer and Paula Abdul. Yeah. That's where I'm at.
I can dig it.
Somebody said the 5T will smoke any phone, any Samsung got.
Yeah.
All right. So wait. Listen. All right. Wait. Listen. I say this all the time. When it comes down to speed, a Nexus device, a Pixel device, a OnePlus device will be any phone when it comes down to speed. But when it comes down to features, That's the difference. So you talk about features and speed, and so it all depends on what you want. Do you want speed in those features, or you want features with good speed but not as fast as a 5T or a Pixel? That's the thing. A lot of people always gauge, and I used to do it too. I don't do those. I don't do that anymore, by the way. And you know what? I did do one, so excuse me. But yeah, when it comes down to speed, open the app. When you touch the app, it opens. When you touch the app, it opens. I mean, instantly. Yes, the OnePlus have it down packed when it comes down to speed and fluidity. But when it comes down to features, when you swipe it to the right and you got a whole panel, edge panel there, Samsung give you everything in the kitchen sink. So when you talk about speed and fluidity, yes, we go get a Pixel. We go give OnePlus thumbs up. They're definitely the phones of the year when it comes down to speed. But when it comes down to features and feature pack items, then you talk about other phones such as Galaxy phones and these other devices. You can even throw Huawei phones in there too, because they give you all kinds of stuff underneath the kitchen sink. So it's two different types of things that people always talk about in these brutal Android fights about my phone is faster than yours. No, my phone is faster than yours. My phone is faster than yours. See all that crap, that type of stuff. But that's my answer to that. What you think about it, Ace?
Well, I'll tell you what. I have the Samsung Galaxy S8. I have this S8 Plus, and I have the Note 8. And I'm always doing like the speed comparison. I don't do the benchmarks, but I'm always doing the speed comparison, right? I'll put the phones on the table, and I'll see which app opens quicker. I'll be doing all that stuff. And they open the same. And I'm always trying to get a phone to stutter and lag. I'll be like hitting the app switcher. I'll be doing different things. And maybe once every 4 months, my S8 Plus will lag. The Google Pixel, I haven't been able to trip it up yet. And now I've been trying to. I've been doing all these different things with it to see if I can get it to blow up. It won't blow up yet. Now my girlfriend's using the S8, and I just recently gave her the Note 8. I'm like, whatever, man. So no problems at all. I mean, they're really solid phones. So I think we've come look, back in the day, even stock Android lagged. Okay, I've had all the Nexus devices. I had the S3. Everything lagged back in the day. We're at a point in time now where stuff's not lagging anymore. Right. Okay, I mean, I know people can nitpick it, like, oh my God, that app took like a fraction of a second to open. What am I going to do? No, man, people got to chill out. I'm trying not to cuss, by the way, because my nephews might be watching. I got to be cool about that because my sister don't want me cussing around my nephews. But anyway, like I'm trying to say, like when the S5 came out, it lagged a little bit. It did a couple funny things if you pushed it too hard. But the 805 processor was a champ. My Nexus 6 would be running good, and then it would just shut off. But then when the S6 came out, and then the things around that era, we'll say like around 2 years ago, the lag fest started like dropping off. Now, phones aren't lagging anymore. I mean, I'm sorry. The only reason a phone will lag is you got these clowns that put they put apps on there from like Bangkok, right? Nothing against Bangkok, but they'll get an app from the app developer will be from Bangkok, right? And they're going to go install they install the app. And I tell people, if you don't know who that developer is, don't install the app. Know who your developers are, man. Don't just be installing something from whoever the hell wireless. Know what you're doing.
Yeah, you know what? That brings in a good point. A lot of people, I see a lot of YouTubers make these videos about should you close apps, and a lot of people say, well, no, you don't have to close apps because the operating system close apps and do all the process behind the scenes. But in Android and even in iOS, sometimes the reason why a lot of people in Android close apps because they do have rogue apps. And if you got a rogue app working in the background, it is going to kill your battery life. It's going to work in the background. It is going to tap your RAM. It is going to do this. So that's why a lot of people say you don't have to close apps, but I do recommend closing apps because you don't know if you got a rogue app that's killing your battery. So I don't know. I mean, you got all these myths and stuff like that talking about you don't have to close apps because it's work fine. But if you got a device with 2 gigs of RAM in it, I mean, you got to close apps, right?
Hey guys, check this out. I want to show y'all something real quick. If you can see this on the phone, these are the apps I'm using, right? right there. These are the apps I'm using. I went the wrong way. To me, these are pretty basic apps, pretty standard, man. And I don't have any problems with any of the apps I'm using. I haven't had any weird things. Now, there's one app, and I don't mean to put them on blast, but it's the college football app. For some reason, the phone starts getting really hot. It runs away. I don't know what it is with that college football app.
Right.
I don't know.
Shouts out to the tech couple. They are iOS fans. They say I never close apps.
What's up, tech couple?
Tech couple in the building. Y'all got to check out on Wine Wednesdays when I have Sarisa, and sometimes on Saturdays I do have Corey that pop up in the building. And I mean, I tell you, they iOS people, just like Emily and just like a lot of people that's iOS people, man. They ride and die iPhones, man. They tell you some stuff about iPhones. I didn't even know iPhones could do that. They got all kinds of stuff that they tell me about iPhones, and I didn't even know. And believe it or not, shouts out to Corey. He the one who made me go told me to go try out the Apple Watch. And listen, I'm gonna tell you, it's been phenomenal. Apple Watch been phenomenal.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been phenomenal, man. So shouts out to Corey that asked me to check out the Apple Watch. And I've been running Android Wear for years. And Android Wear, I've been having Android Wear, and I made videos about it. But all of a sudden, I got the iPhone. I said, let me go on to get the Apple Watch, and it works out, man. I actually did a video. It was tough, man. I did a video which I only used the Apple Watch through my whole work day, because I got the LTE version. I was getting all these notifications. Paul, that was a tough video to make, man. Woo! I don't recommend it. It can be done because I've tried it, but I don't recommend it at all. That's for sure. Not having a phone. Oh man. Woo!
Yeah, no way, Jose.
I did it though. I did it for one day, man. I actually went out. I went out to the bar. I went to happy hour and everything. Filming inside the bar and everything, and it was insane trying to use an Apple Watch. I had Bluetooth headphones, right? And I had the Apple Watch. The Apple Watch battery is king supreme, I can tell you that. But I tried to use the Apple Watch and text messages and stuff. It can be done. But replying back to emails, you can forget about it. And replying back to text messages, it works. You can use Siri. But as far as the notifications and trying to read my full emails, you can forget about it. Yeah, you can't do emails, man. There's emails, and I get flooded with emails. So it was a good experience that I done it for the YouTube channel, but I probably would never do it again. So shouts out to everybody. Let's see, mac and cheese would never be obsolete. You're right, mac and cheese would never be obsolete, by the way. Let's see, Ace, I thought I was bad. The S8, the S8 Plus, the Note 8, I got all of those. I love Samsung, but TouchWiz need to go. It's better than it was, but they need to work on that. It's Samsung experience, right? They got the word TouchWiz is gone, right? And for the record, I can tell you that the Samsung experience has gotten a whole lot better than it was in 2016, right? So I will say that Samsung is on the right track. Now, let's see what Samsung Experience 9.0 and 9.5 is going to bring to the table. Now, a lot of people want Samsung to go almost stock Android. That's not going to happen.
Hell no.
So because Samsung is a company that gives you features. I remember long time ago you had Google devices, and Samsung was involved with this, right? That gave you stock Android. Well, that didn't work out too well, right?
They did it for like a year. I think it was HTC and Samsung was like Google Edition.
Right, like Google Edition.
It was called the Google Play Edition.
Yeah, and it didn't work too well. I mean, nobody didn't want. Why would you want a Galaxy phone stock Android with no features?
They're out there, but I think in the process of making it stock, they took away, like, I think Google handled the cameras like, whoa. Like, leave it to the pros, and it's like, no, don't ever do this again in your life. So.
Yeah,
if anybody was to actually dive in to the Samsung ecosystem, and I've done that. For months, I used nothing but the Samsung apps. I utilized everything Samsung, and I didn't have any problems. It was actually a very good experience. The reason I use all Google stuff is I'm always switching phones. So whenever I sign into a device, I need all my stuff to be there right away, and that's just what I'm used to. But as far as like Samsung and like in their software goes, the processors have gotten so much better.
Yeah.
The software is improved so well. TouchWiz isn't TouchWiz anymore. It's not a thing. It doesn't have like, I remember back like on the S3 or the S4, you'd be like going through your walls, right? And then do this weird like stutter. You'd be like, what was that? That's not happening no more. Like when I had the Note 4, that thing ran like a champ, Every once in a while it'd do something weird. But those days are gone for the most part, Like I said, my S8 Plus, maybe once every 4 months, it'll do something weird, but it's not really a thing anymore.
You're right. We get to the point with the 835 and 845 processors, man. I mean, they're gonna be powerful enough, man. I mean, we're not people. I think we're gonna get to the era of people got to think about more things to complain about versus my app open up faster than your app. I think we get beyond this point of my app can open up faster than yours. Yay! I think those days is over with, man. I think those days, and don't get me wrong, that's how OnePlus play the game. OnePlus play the game that we're gonna be fast, just like the Face ID, right? Everybody like all on OnePlus saying that they got the faces, iris scan on the planet because all you do turn it on and it comes on. And I mean, it's all about speed with OnePlus. That's why they give you 20 gigs of RAM. That's why they give you stock Android, and they're making it so fast that it's this fast, right? Because they say their fan base loves speed. So that's why you have the OnePlus community. And look, don't get me wrong. If you want a fast phone, if you want a phone that constantly get updates, right? Don't get me wrong. OnePlus have updated to Oreo and all that stuff like that, right? But be careful with the OnePlus devices. I mean, because we already talking about the OnePlus 6 in 2 months. I mean, the OnePlus 5T just came out. And
they're alienating their customers so crazy.
You got the OnePlus 6 coming out in 45 days. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute. I just spent $600 on this phone. You mean to tell me in the next 3 months, I got a OnePlus 6 that my phone go get discontinued? Because that's how OnePlus roll, right? I mean, the OnePlus 5 has been discontinued. The OnePlus 3T been discontinued. The OnePlus 3 has been discontinued, right? I mean, that's how OnePlus roll. But I don't have a problem. That's how they roll. But at the end of the day, I don't know, man. I just feel like if I buy a OnePlus device, if I could get it for cheap, I'll buy it, right? But knowing that in the next couple of months, the next iteration of OnePlus come out. I mean, they 2 devices a year. I just feel bad that if I wanted to buy a OnePlus 5 brand new from OnePlus, I can't buy it. I got to go to the black market. And that's the thing, I mean, I just feel, and a lot of people disagree with me on it. That's my stand. That's why I haven't reviewed the OnePlus device, because I just feel that me as a tech reviewer, I just something in my mind just like, man, why review these phones when I don't know, man. Maybe I'm wrong, man. Maybe easy, you're wrong. You need to review the phone regardless of anything. I don't know, man. I mean, what y'all thoughts about OnePlus, man? I just kind of
I don't think you're wrong at all, man, because I did the same thing too, man. My finger was on the button. I was going to get the OnePlus 5T, do a review on it. But then I started thinking, I was like, well, number one, I'm on Verizon, so it's not going to work on Verizon. Yeah. And then number two, I'm like, what the hell? They're going to come out with something else here pretty quick. And I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel about I don't know how to feel about OnePlus. I don't have any love for them, and I don't have any hate for them. To me, they're just out there floating around. That's all it is.
And look, don't get me wrong. I said it in 2016. I gave the OnePlus 3T phone of the year in 2016. But I got the OnePlus 5. It came in. I didn't review it because when I took it out the box, I didn't like the screen. And once I seen the screen was kind of giving me problems, I put it in the box. I sent it back to OnePlus, and I never reviewed it. I never ordered it. And I'm glad I didn't, because it was the OnePlus 5. And so the OnePlus 5T is out. And I just ain't never bothered to order the device to review it at all. I I don't know. I mean, Donovan said he totally disagree with us. Hey, I don't know. I just have this feeling that it's just a company that they're great as far as devices, good hardware, the cameras, everybody said the cameras are pretty decent. The price is great, so everybody that gave like the OnePlus 5T phone of the year, I don't disagree with it. It's just one of those things that me as a tech reviewer, I just look at it just differently, man. I just look at it differently. And maybe somebody might say easy, you need to change your mind on that. Maybe you need to rethink that. You maybe need to review OnePlus devices. And I just passed on them. I just passed on OnePlus devices. That's all. Because I got the OnePlus 5, I got the OnePlus 3T sitting in the box. I don't know, man. Just sitting in the box. I don't know. It just
Donovan brought up an interesting question. He said iPhone releases 2 phones a year. Should we complain about that?
Smaller than a big one, right?
Dang,
right.
Total.
Well, I don't know. I mean, no, wait. Let's answer the question at Donovan, right? I mean, he asked a legitimate question. Isn't this Apple does release multiple phones? They released this year. They released the iPhone 8 Plus, and the iPhone 10 months later, right? So I agree, but in 2017 they only released the iPhone 8 and 7 and 7 Plus. So they only released technically one phone. You get a small size and a big size, right? So, but Apple, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm mixed feelings on this because I do have the iPhone 8. Right, and I got the iPhone 8, I got the iPhone 8 Plus, and I got the iPhone 10. But coming in 2018, will Apple release a iPhone 10 or iPhone 11 and an iPhone 11 Plus, and just keep it like that? Now, if it's two, is it really 2 phones, or is really one phone with a small and a big size? Right? I mean, are we not talking about 2 different generation of phones in 1 year? We're talking about one phone with 2 different sizes, right? That's what we're talking about here.
So probably a better analogy would probably be Samsung, as they do the Galaxy S in an earlier the year, and then the Note in the latter part of the year. But it's interesting because a question to his question, do you feel that OnePlus started their two phone release early, since they're just got here maybe a few years ago?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I mean that brings up good questions, right? I mean, you got the LG G6, then you got the LG V30.
Yep.
Now, technically, are those the same phones? Not necessarily, right? I mean, you got the one. I don't know. I mean, it brings in some confusing points. Now, to me, the Note 8 and the S8 is 2 different phones. One thing I could say on this YouTube channel, having the Note 8 and having the S8, to me is 2 different phones. Even though you got similar features, you got decks on both of them, but when you pull out that S Pen, it ain't like buying a OnePlus 5 and the OnePlus 5T, and the 5T has totally different aspects with a pen or maybe something totally different.
Yeah,
let's be fair about that. Now, as far as the LG G6 and the LG V30, are those 2 separate phones? I mean, you got a smaller phone, which is the LG G6, with lower in specs, and then you got the V30, supposed to be the flagship, right? I mean, let me think about it. LG have the K20s, the KY jellies, and all that stuff. I don't know. I mean, LG got a lot of phones. You got the Stylo series of phones.
Yeah.
You got a lot of phones on the LG side. Samsung also got. I mean, come on, you got the A series, the B series, all the way to Z series with Samsung, right? So the J series. So you got a lot of. Hey, look. So maybe I'm seeing this wrong from like OnePlus fans. Like, listen, Eric, you tripping. I mean, all of them release multiple devices a year. So maybe I need to rethink that. Maybe I just think that OnePlus doing flagships 2 times a year, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the OnePlus 5 was not the flagship, and the OnePlus 5T is the flagship. Just like the LG G6 is not the flagship, and the LG V30 is the flagship. Maybe, I don't know. it's so confusing with all these phones. You know what? At the end of the day, we still get burnt. We still get bent over in KY jelly because it's all the same stuff, right?
Cash grabs, all cash grabs.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Apple released 3 phones. A Pixel released 2 phones. Nobody else said it. Okay. Let's see.
And Donovan's over here talking about, well, the OnePlus has Oreo right now. We just talked about that, man. Samsung's not about the bleeding fast updates. You turn on a Samsung phone, it works. It's perfect. I'll sit my S8 Plus down next to any OnePlus phone, next to any Pixel phone, and the S8 Plus is going to be fine. It's going to be great. So all you people tripping out about, oh, but it's not getting the updates. We don't want the damn update. We don't need the update. We need our phones to work, and it's going to work. My S8 Plus is not glitchy. No, the only time your S8 Plus isn't going to work is if you're an idiot and you're putting crap apps on it. Okay, that's the way that is, man. So we're not trying to get the latest and greatest updates right away. I know Samsung, they have this thing now called the Samsung Beta, the beta program, right? Where you can be on like this, the latest and greatest update, blah, blah, blah. That's cool. I'm not even on that, man. For me, when it comes to Samsung, I have a phone that works. It'll work every time I turn it on. I don't have to worry about Samsung accidentally releasing a crappy update where my phone's not going to work. Now, I can't say the same about Google and OnePlus, whatever, you know, but whatever.
The thing about it is, Val, we just having a fair discussion. Shouts out to Donovan. How's the lag on the S7? No, here's the thing. We're not trying to have a battle royal here. We just giving a base of opinion. And what I'm saying is that, listen, I am not knocking OnePlus. All right. OnePlus has a community of fans that's like no other, just like Samsung. All right. They are very, very, very particular about their devices, just like the Samsung Nice. And then the Apple people the same way. So when we talk about Samsung devices, we talk about OnePlus devices, we talk about Apple devices. We have some very sensitive people that really kind of, really like to defend their phones. And I no problem with that. Samsung phones work great, and Samsung people love their phones. OnePlus community is large. They have grown a large fan base based off of the OnePlus 5, OnePlus product, which is great. No problem with that. And then Apple people. The Apple people, which they call them all kinds of names, the Apple ecosystem is king supreme for those people that love that ecosystem. So at the end of the day, guys, all 3 ecosystems are great. The community is great. Everything is great. You spend your money on what you want. We're not saying things either way. I think all of it is great. Do we have lag on phones and with 835 processors with 4 and 6 gigs and 8 gigs of RAM? No. You may have a phone that's faster than one other phone, but you got a phone that have more features than the other phone. So you got people that love what they love, and there's nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, it's all about the love for what you like. And, I think we get into these battle royals with people coming up with that this phone is better than phone. And listen, people get on my time. I get emails and people hit me all the time. Why don't I review OnePlus devices? And I had that throughout this whole year when I sent the OnePlus 5 back. Everybody wanted me to order a new one. Everybody wanted me to review the phone. I made a decision as Easy Computer Solutions not to review a OnePlus device. Now, going into the OnePlus 6, I might review that phone if, but other than that, I made a decision not to review OnePlus devices in 2017. I had a bad experience with a OnePlus device in 2017 that I didn't want to, try it again. I just didn't want to try it. I took the phone out and I scrolled up and down. I saw some of the issues with the screen. I ain't even messed with it, man. I factory reset it and I sent that joker back, man. That's one of them things that when you heard the rumor about the screen and the upside down screen, the jello effect, I looked for it. I'm like, let me see. And then I saw it and gone. It was gone, man. So I just want to put that out there, that's, it is what it is, right? I mean, I'm a tech reviewer. I review a lot of phones, but I make decisions on phones that I don't want to review. Now,
I'm the same way, man. If I think a phone belongs in, when you go to McDonald's, you take your kids over there and they give you like the Happy Meal, right? and you get like the Happy Meal prize, you know, I'm just saying, you know, if a phone belongs in the Happy Meal as the Happy Meal prize, I don't got a problem with it.
Yeah. You know, and that's it. I mean,
I'm just joking, man. I'm just playing, man. It's all
we just having fun.
I'm just joking. Hey, Donovan, nothing but love, man. I'm just playing, man. That's what I'm doing on here. What is this, Saturday? I don't even know what night it is now. I'm just Saturday playing, night. Man. But, you know.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Well, I can't even talk. I think the last OnePlus I reviewed was the OnePlus One.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the OnePlus 3 and the OnePlus 3T. Oh man, but I knew what they was. They was fast phones. The phones was fast. It was fast. It was good looking phones. But I looked at it in 2017 when we started getting LG phones and Samsung devices with the 18:9 aspect ratio. And even though I like the 16:9 aspect ratio, I think that, you know, I don't know. It's just one of those things that I've just made decisions. Shout out to Old Tech Time for that super chat. Super chat is wide open. If you want to support the channel, support the cause, go on and put that super chat in. Thank you very much. This is the end of the year, fellas. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It's been a good year, man. In 2017, y'all been YouTubers for the whole year. What is your good times and the bad times of being a tech reviewer on YouTube? Who want to go first?
Go ahead, buddy.
What's the good times or bad times about being on YouTube?
Well, for me, I guess the bad times. Well, it wasn't a bad time. It was just a timing thing. Literally, I had my first kid this year, and then trying to keep the channel up and rolling with content while still, you know, trying to, you know, be a parent of sorts for the first time. So that would be considered bad. It wasn't bad. It was just a timing thing. The good thing, I guess, would be just the different experiences, doing things I would never thought I would be doing. You know, thinking I'm just going to review phones, but then, you know, invites to go race Corvettes or different things. So real interesting things. I'm like, okay, I'm rolling. I didn't send out an email for that, but thank you. Yeah, just thank you, Tech Couple. Actually, I am, but I'm more tired than when I wasn't getting sleep, so it makes no sense, but I am getting sleep. Yeah, so that's my good and bad for me.
Yeah, cool bees. All right, Ace, what's the good bad for you on YouTube?
I'll be straight up, you know, I'll review Trojan condoms if I have to. I really don't care.
Nice.
I will do what I gotta do. Now, the good times about 2017. Well, okay, well, let me get to the bad. I'm going to do that. We'll do the bad first. Now, for me, for 2017, I'm a little disappointed with Motorola. I thought Motorola or Lenovo, whatever you want to call them, I thought Lenovo was going to have something a little more exciting, you know. So I was kind of bummed about that. I mean, I'm just being straight up. Now, as far as like, I mean, that's really it. I mean, I don't have any other disappointments. I wasn't pumped up about the Essential phone. I wasn't expecting the Essential phone to bring to bring it. You know, it is what it is. Now the good. Now I think I think the Pixel phone, the Pixel 2s are amazing. Samsung owned 2017, plain and simple. I can't speak on iPhone. I never even touched an iPhone. I guess I could go to Walmart and get me an iPhone, but I haven't done that yet. But I'm just saying, I think Samsung owned 2017. I'm pretty excited about it. I mean, the S8 Plus, the Note 8, the S8, and then the S8 Active were all amazing devices. I'm looking forward to 2017. Now, as far as me as a YouTuber goes, I try to keep it really, really real for people. I do a lot of tech reviews. And when I say tech, I do a lot of Android reviews, but I'll also give marriage advice and couples advice. And I know a lot of people around here will be like, oh my God, Ace Lucero, man. No, I'll keep it real at all times. You know what I'm saying? But that's for me going into 2018 as a YouTuber. I'm going to keep doing what I'm going to do. I'm going to get better with my speech and, get a little smoother and all that. I really appreciate being on this channel right now the live stream. I'm very appreciative being invited on here. You know, it's an honor, it's a privilege, it's great. I love it, man. Because I don't like getting in front of the camera because I'm not exactly Tom Cruise or George Clooney. So I want to thank you, Easy Computer Solutions, you know, for you kind of made me come out of my comfort zone, man. I like hiding behind the phone and doing a tabletop review. I mean, I like hiding behind the camera, right? So it's all good though, because I'm learning, man, and I want to thank you, Easy. You're helping me out here, and that's what it's all about, man.
Thank you. And you know what, man? I'm gonna tell you, when I first started my YouTube channel, my vision was this. This was my vision. And when I started my YouTube channel in 2015, my vision was to help people. My vision was to get to the next level. My vision was to do this type of stuff. And some of my goals have been accomplished. I talk about my good and bad with YouTube. And my good is that I'm able to help people. I'm able to put out content. I'm able to have a platform where I got people that want to come and watch, to learn new people. Think about this, right? The people that I have on my shows, none of my people, some of them didn't even know they was tech reviewers. And all of a sudden now they're getting, subscriber after subscriber, watching their channel. The subscriber base went up, and that's great. And then I started a new platform called Wine Wednesday. Wine Wednesday to me is the top of the king for me. I love that the ladies come in, they take over my stream, they talk about whatever they want to talk about, whether or not it's tech, life, whatever, and that's a platform for them. So this is like my dream. Now, some of the bad stuff, all right, some of the bad stuff is that with all this stuff that I do comes in a lot of negativity. People sometimes take some of my words and take it out of context. Some people say bad things about me behind my back. The trolls that hit my YouTube channel has been astronomical. I've always been a positive person, but people don't. I have no idea why people take my words out of context. On this YouTube channel, when you see funeral videos on this YouTube channel, it's not about me bashing a phone. It's about fun. It's all comical. This is not me just hating the phone. This is not me just doing this. It's all about entertainment. And I always tell people before they leave a hate comment, please do your research and watch it. Watch my channel. Watch a few more videos before you come on and cursing me out. Another bad thing that I witnessed in 2017 is that I've called the N-word. I've got called the N-word so much on this YouTube channel. And I didn't even know. I mean, it like all of a sudden, when I was behind the camera, never showed my face. Everybody thought when they saw my hands that I was a white guy. Then all of a sudden I showed my face and they oh my God, he's a nigger. I did not know. And all of a sudden now I got hate for that. And that's one of the bad things. But overall, 2017 has been overwhelming. Not only has it been great for me, for the very first time on this YouTube channel, I've started getting free stuff. My God. And I'm under NDA for the first time, right?
That's a great feeling.
Oh my God. I'm like, it has been a very good experience that now that I'm starting to get a lot of product in and I made a video of my sword. I don't know if y'all seen my sword, yeah. So I got look for everybody that didn't see my sword. Let me get my sword.
Yeah, go get it. Yeah.
And so I get a lot of stuff in the mail, right? I really do. And this was the first time I ever got a sword in the mail, right? And when I saw this, they said, "Easy, this your new unboxing knife." And when I took it out of the box, I said, "You gotta be kidding me! Look at this! Oh my God!" I said, "Look at that!" Yes,
it was like some Klingon joint.
Yeah, so there it is, right? For everybody that didn't see the unboxing video, I unboxed this thing, man. I didn't even know my reaction. That was real, guys, by the way, because when I saw unboxing knife, I'm like, all right, cool. Let me turn on the camera. And when I turned on the camera, that was real, man. It ain't like I took it out the box and seen it first. I unboxed it and it was real. But in 2017, it was a great year for me.
I want to say something real quick, man. I want to piggyback on something, man. You know how I am, Easy Tech. You know how I feel about race relations, and you know how I feel about racial stuff, man. I tell you what, man. We're all Americans at the end of the day, and I tell you what, black people were slaves. They fought and died. They had to struggle to be free. I'm not trying to get too wound up here, but any dirty bastard that wants to call somebody the N-word, and I'm not trying to be Mr. Nice Guy. I'm not what's called. I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to be Mr. Goody Two Shoes. I'm just being real. We're all Americans here, whether we're Mexicans, whether we're black people, Asians, whatever, man. And it pisses me off that in 2017, you still got people saying the N-word. That pisses me off. I don't even like hearing rappers say the N-word. There's no need for it. That's a bullcrap word. And I'm doing my best not to cuss right now because my nephews might be watching. But I do activism on the side. I'm a patriot, man, and I'm a constitutionalist. And here's the deal. No one should be using that word against anybody. And black people fought and died for this country, and people need to goddamn respect that.
Yeah.
That's what I got to say. I got to get that off my chest. Fuck anybody that'll call someone the N-word. Never use that fucking word.
And that's what I'm talking about. And
I'll put a foot in the motherfucker's ass. They want to call one of my friends the N-word. I'm not a passive-aggressive motherfucker. I'm one of those guys that'll fucking... Anyway, I'm good. That's the racist shit pisses me off, man. I don't like racist motherfuckers.
Hey, you know what? Believe it or not, Ace, before we kind of dig too deep into the racist stuff, us black people, I ain't gonna say we used to it, but we hear it so much.
Yes.
Well,
it's
unacceptable.
It's unfortunate, but it's not unfortunate.
It's not nothing news. It's nothing new news to black people, because we not only do our own kind call each other that word, which is not right, but you do have the racist society that do call us that also. So and believe it or not, and the only way the culture is going to change, if black people stop calling other black people that word. That has to start within our culture first. And I do listen. I do respect a lot of people that really get upset over race, because you ought to get upset over race. But it's our culture. You hear it on rap music all the time. You hear it on some of the older some of the movies. You hear it in movies. You hear it on rap songs. You hear it in the black community. And listen, we have to, as black people, we have to change the culture. It's up to us to change the culture.
And not only that, not only just black people, guess what, man? It's the marketing. You know, you get these executives, they love black people when they're talking about shooting each other. Yep. These big executives, they don't want to hear black people talking about, hey, man, making rap music about loving my brother, about taking care of people in my neighborhood. They don't want to hear that. They want to make videos and they want to make songs about black people doing bad things to each other. Fuck that.
Yep. Yeah. And at the end of the day, before we get off this subject, Ace, I want you to get you another glass of that whiskey you got over there, man.
I'm only drinking beer tonight, man.
It's an all beer.
And you know what? It's all. We as a community, we definitely got to check. I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of people say we're easy. You're not young. You don't understand the hood. Let me tell you something. I grew up in the hood, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people always say, well, you too old. We all grew up in the hood, man. Ain't nobody grew up with a silver spoon in their mouth. We ain't, but we all grew up in the hood, man. So it's like, love thy neighbor, love thy brethren, and respect each other. That's the name of the game. Love thy neighbor, love each other, and respect each other. And if you do that as a black community, Hispanic community, white community, whatever community that you live in, it'll work out. But things have changed over the last 12 months, and we know what this is about, right? But at the end of the day, I think it's up to the black community to change, and that has to be number one. And once that happens, I think we'll have a better society. Let's get back into tech, though. Let's get back into tech before we get way
dive deeper.
Yeah, because you know what?
Because you know me, man. I'll dive deep as it gets. But anyway,
matter of fact, that we may just have a separate stream because we talk about this on Wine Wednesday sometime, and we can have a separate stream just specifically about because we on Wine Wednesday we talk about sexual harassment, how all of a sudden the ladies coming out the woodwork accusing men for 50 years ago of sexual harassment. So we talked about that, and the ladies gave their thoughts, which real deep. That was very good. That was my first time hearing a woman perspective. But maybe we need to get and do a live stream that we're going to talk about not just tech, but maybe go into more deeper subjects about sexual harassment in the workplace, about the Black community, about the Hispanic community, about violence, about how could we change our culture, how could and you know what? Somebody made this comment, and I totally disagree. They say, "Well, I can't do it by myself." Yes, you can. On this YouTube channel, I've made a lot of people's lives better. I did a lot of things on this YouTube channel that help people. So I'm proud of that. So yes, one person can make a difference if you want to put the effort into it. So just by ignoring it doesn't make it better. So the statement that I hear people say that one person can't make a difference, I disagree with you. I think one person can make a difference. Think about this. You see Boo Boo about to go out there. You see him with that gat in his hand. You see him, he about to go do his thing. And you know him. With that 5-minute conversation to Boo Boo, tell him, hey, man, guess what, man? Don't do it, man. Don't do it. You're going to be dead or in jail. That might save that kid's life. Right there, that talk, but you let him go. Oh, he going to kill somebody. He going to be on the 10 o'clock news, and you let him get in the car and leave. And what happened? He on the 10 o'clock news. He just got killed, or he killed somebody. And you could have been the one that could have prevented. People don't want to get involved. That is the biggest problem in our society. People look at our neighbor kids act up or do something mischief, and they don't say nothing about it. They keep a blind eye. At the end of the day, we as Americans have to help one another. That's the thing. Help our younger generation. You think about this. When we get old and we sitting in our rocking chair, collecting our checks every month, we got the younger generation that's going to run this country. Do you want to be around for that? If we don't help the society right now, they're the ones who are going to be the next president 40 years from now. They're the ones that are going to be running the society. They're the ones that are going to be doing what they got to do. And it's going to be our fault because we didn't take the necessary steps to help. That is the point. The point is a lot of people got a blind eye that don't want to help their neighbor, don't want to talk to that kid. They see the kids that, listen, in Louisiana, I see this all the time. And I know I need to get off the subject. I see 10 or 11-year-olds walk up to you. Can I pump your gas for a few dollars? What you mean? 10, 11 years old out here hustling already? See, that's the problem. That's the point. Even though that parent probably wasn't around, or even though that parent didn't, you have to try to see if you could do something to help that individual. If we keep on turning a blind eye on our younger generation, they're the ones that's going to have us burned up. Because, you talk about second coming. Oh, my God. You think God going to say, nah, this ain't going to happen, man. Oh, no. Hey, we got to start over. So at the end of the day, listen, I'm not no prophet. I'm just saying that, I think we ought to help our neighbor. Let's get back into it. All right. And so that's my dream of being a YouTuber is exactly what I'm doing right now. And so that's what I want to continue to do. I want to give you guys good content, and I'm be committed to this work. And I'm out here filming and putting out stuff every day, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Woo! That's what I'm talking about, man.
It might be time to take a drink.
Yeah, man. Woo! Let me get into some comments here. Let's see. Ray 2 say, hey, man, let's see. Tech for your knees in the building. Each one, teach one. Yep. You know what? And at the end of the day, maybe we didn't do that. Let's see. Yeah, we have a whole lot has changed since the 70s. Oh, yeah. A whole lot has changed since the 70s. Things were cheap in the 70s, too. And let's see. Shouts out to everybody that's in the building. I tell you what. Happy New Year to everybody. And a lot of people ask the question, am I going to do a live stream? Please make sure you have your bell on, because I am going to do a live stream tomorrow, and we're gonna have us some fun. Let's see. The tech couple, the T-Tails be the builder say, wow, that would be great idea. Love to watch the stream. Okay, so tech couple probably gonna be doing the live stream. It said 2018 CES expectations. What do I want to see for manufacturers? CES around the corner, guys. What y'all want to see in CES?
I don't know. I'm not even going this year.
Me neither. I'm under NDA, man. I got CES right here.
Nice.
I got CES here, so I'm good.
Nice.
Yeah.
I actually don't.
I want to see something groundbreaking. I want to see something that we haven't seen. I don't want to see the same old, same old. I want to see something that's going to make us say, wow. Okay. I mean, I'm looking for the wow factor now. I mean, we got all this stuff. It is what it is. Yeah. Give us something that's going to make us say, wow. Where's all the smart people at? Where's all these engineers at? Give us something amazing. Give us something that's going to be like, damn, that's exactly, man. You know, I'm looking for something that's just going to knock our socks off. Bring it.
Well, I think we saw early taste of it. The Honor 7X, 18:9 aspect ratio, real cheap.
Oh yeah.
I think that's what we go see at CES.
Oh,
I think that's what we go see at CES.
Coming
Mate 10s. Right. We go see the Mate 10s. We go see Sony go come out with some phone. Hopefully Sony. Let me tell you something. I gave Sony a pass in 2017. I am not giving Sony a pass in 2018. They got to change that hardware. They got to change that hardware. Now they got everything else is good. They got to change that hardware. I'm tired of seeing the same Sony phones every year, and all they do is
bezel, that glass back.
Gary Brown said he thinks that. Well, I think it too. That mobile has hit its apex. I think we're at that point now, man. I mean, what else are they going to do? You know, how much clearer can the displays get? And it's battery time now. But like Gary Brown said, I think that, you know, it's hit its apex. I agree.
Well, you're going to see a lot of phones that's going to hit 18:9 aspect ratio. You're going to see a lot of phones that's going to do that. A lot of phones that's going to hit 18:9. It's going to be cheaper. Your mid-ranges, like people put in the comments, you're going to see the mid-ranges step up this year, right? You think about this, Qualcomm got the 660 processor that's running like 820s and 821s. Man, with good battery life. Those are the ones that gonna be game changers. And then you know the mid range is gonna put 4,000 and 5,000 milliamp batteries in it. To me, I think the mid range is gonna take over in 2018, guys. I'm saying that because when you see 660 processors at a $300 and $400 price point, I'm telling you, people go start thinking twice about spending $1,100 on a flagship.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm telling you, you'll see more people using mid-tier phones as their daily driver versus spending $1,100 on flagships. I'm telling you, I see that. I see the mid-range 18:9 aspect ratio. Now you may not get quad HD displays, but you're gonna get good 1080p's, right? You'll get good 1080p. You're going to get 660 processor, 4 gigs of RAM, 5,000 milliamp battery. Those are going to be great. Those are going to be great. I think that's what I'm thinking. And again, I know we talked about, somebody said it about Sony. Unless Sony put the fingerprint reader on their phone, they're dead. You know what? Sony has this problem with fingerprint scanners, man. They have these issues that somehow in the United States, they got to disable the fingerprint scan and all that because of some lawsuit they had with Verizon or something. I don't know. But you know what? I'm going to tell Sony right now, I don't want to hear it in 2018. All that crap about fingerprint scanners not working and big forehead and chin. Now, they did put front-facing speakers in. All right, cool. But big forehead and chin, those days is done. Those days are over with, man. I'm telling you, big forehead and chins, I can see that on food stamp phone, real low-end budget, hanging on a peg type phones. Those are the phones you go see for big foreheads and chin for $29.99 that's sitting in the Dollar General store. Those are the phones that's gonna be, with the 210 processors in it with 2 gigs of RAM. But I'm talking about mid-tier phones like Huawei. They did it with the Honor 7X with the you know, with the 18:9 aspect ratio looking good with the dual cameras and all that stuff like that. Those are the ones that those gonna be the standards for mid-tier phones. Now the 7X at a $200 price point is essing over all these phones right now. So in 2018 at the CES, you cannot come out with a phone for no more than if your phone is over $200, it has to be better than the 7X. Yeah. 7X set the standard right there because it's $200, and it got a metal bill, pretty decent cameras, and it got the Kirin 600 processor in it, or whatever processor in it, right? And it's supposed to be smooth and fluid, but that's going to be the standard. And so anything else that's coming out, what you know, 18:9 aspect ratio, and coming out with all this crap and charging like $600, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna work. I just being honest with you. You know, what y'all guys think?
I agree 100%. I mean, how many people can go out and buy a $1,000 phone every year? I mean, for a lot of people, you know, they got the wife, they got the kid, and then they got baby mama, and then they got like 2 other kids, and then there's probably some other kids. They can't afford it. Nobody can afford to be spending $1,000 every year on a phone. You know, so I mean, I totally agree with that. Yeah. A couple years ago, I got the Moto G4 Plus, I guess it was. That phone to this day is solid, man. So they need to I think right now the mid-range is waiting for someone to have a breakout moment, because the mid-range is just, it's there. It's fair for the taking for somebody. And, you know, hopefully someone's smart enough to jump on it.
Yep. And you know what? At the end of the day, I think that the mid-tier market is going to be the market that's going to bring King Supreme, whether or not it's going to be the new Motorola phones, right? Or whether or not it's going to be Huawei, whether it's not going to be LG, maybe do something with the Stylo phone, and maybe with the K series, maybe come out with the new KY Jelly phone. And I don't know, but we already know that the Galaxy S9 is going to be upper tiers of $1,000. The Galaxy Note 9 going to be way over $1,000 price point. We know that the Pixel going to be $1,000, and you know iPhones going to be over $1,000. So we already know that those phones are going to be over the $1,000 price point. So the mid-tier phones are the one that's going to reign King Supreme of 2018, because ain't nobody. A lot of people like, I got a flagship. Yeah, but guess what? My phone costs $500 less than yours, and I can do the same thing. And I think that's the point. That's going to be the point. And I made these comments about the Motorola X4, right? I talk about this phone. This is why I call this my favorite budget phone for 2017. You get this phone for like $2 and some change. All glass design. Beautiful device. Look like a Galaxy S7. Runs good. It does everything you wanted to do. And it has all the Motorola features on there. Just like that, baby. Oh, and wow. So at the end of the day, $200, right? $1,000. You know, that's the point, right? I mean, you got $1,000, $200. People say, I got an iPhone. I ain't gonna say iPhone. iPhone and Android is different. Say, I got a Galaxy phone. I paid $1,000 for it. But yeah, but you know what? I bought this phone. It ain't as good as a Galaxy, but I saved $700. That's a lot of money to save. And I think that's where the mid-tier, you're gonna get 5,000 milliamp batteries. You're going to get all glass design. You're going to get decent cameras. They're putting dual cameras on these phones now. So I think in 2018 at CES, you're going to see the mid-tiers go take over. That's it. That's me. Yeah. That's my thoughts. Let's see. Motorola really need to step up this year. I do. ZTE is on the top end of mid-range phones. You know, ZTE, look, shouts out to ZTE. They tried. I mean, ZTE come up with all these Blade phones, and they come up with the butterfly phone. Man, you got to hand it to ZTE for trying and they're innovating, because they're doing everything out the box. That's the point. That's the point. Come out with something out the box. Come out with cheap phones, premium cheap phones. That's look, your Boost mobiles and your Metro PCS, they're all in the hood. That's all they sell. That's it. ZTE phones all in the hood. They all buy one, get 6 free. I mean, every time you go in the hood, you got a Metro PCS, and everybody in that whole hood, they got ZTE phones. So they are the king of the budget phones, right? Because when you walk in there, everything is free. You go in there, you spend $10, you got 6 phones, and you just spread them out. You know what I'm saying? So that's the point. So I think that's where we're gonna go at right now. Let's see. A lot of people putting in the mid ranges need to have USB Type C. Hey, you know what? They got it. They got mid ranges. Like again, I always pick to the Motorola X4. That's right, USB Type C, baby, and the headphone jack. And by the way, y'all hear my
there you go. Headphone jack in the house.
That's it. Headphone jack. Y'all hear that laughing in the background? That's my Oracle back there on the phone laughing. So, but yeah, headphone jacks. You go see headphone jacks on mid ranges, and the headphone jacks are leaving the flagships.
Yep.
Wow, right? Let's see. They say X on. Let's see. If people buy mid-range, the flagship prices will come down. Nah, man, I'm gonna tell you why the flagship prices won't come down, because of Pixels and iPhones. Apple's selling 70 million iPhones, man. At that $1,000 price point, man. Do you think about this? But this is what happened when the prices went up, because they test the market. When they test the market, and they, no matter what, they still sold the same amount or more at a higher price point, then that means everybody believed that it could be done. That means that if you sell an iPhone at $1,000+ in the United States, other places you sell it more. If you could sell it and they're selling 70 million of them, and I'm just giving a price. I don't know, but I'm just giving a stat. I don't know, but I've heard that it's very high. If you selling so many phones at $1,000+ price point, they'll never go down on the price. That is the standard. The Galaxy Note 8 is $949. Yeah, you could get it on deal. You get $400 off here and there, right? This, that, and other. But when it first came out, it was that high.
Yep.
That means that if the Galaxy S9 come out at an $899 to $900 price point, the Galaxy Note will be at least $100 more than the Galaxy S8, Galaxy S9. So if the Galaxy S9 come out at an $899 or $949 price point, that yes, the Galaxy Note 9 will be over the $1,000 price point. So I'm not sure whether or not we ready for this. I projected this in 2016. I said, guys, price is about to go extremely high, and we saw it in 2017. And then in 2018, we're going to see at least a 15 to 20% increase, right? Mm-hmm. And it is going to be crazy insane with prices. I don't. A lot of people make the assumption that the prices are going to go down. If Apple and if these bigger companies did not sell these phones at that high price point, then I could see it coming down. But that didn't happen this year. Even though people wasn't standing outside in lines and stuff like that, right? But they still sold a boatload of phones because people got they know how to order over the phone, they know how to order over the internet. Don't make no sense to hang out for 10 days for an iPhone. I mean, shit, just order it, pre-order it, right? And it's the key. Why sit out there for 20 years waiting on the iPhone when the pre-order date, you just pre-order and it comes right to your door. So I think that's where the phase we going in there right now. And I know I'm talking a lot. We pass our time, but people asking questions about that. They say free chicken with a ZTE phone.
I was laughing at that earlier when I seen that comment. No, but Donovan brings it up again. He was like, "Hey, OnePlus brought, we didn't get it. We didn't go and buy the phone." And like I said earlier, the OnePlus 5T didn't work on Verizon. If the OnePlus 5T would have worked on Verizon, I would have got it. I'd be using that instead of the Google Pixel. The Google Pixel was going to be my third phone of the year. I mean, what I was trying to say is I was looking for the third phone of the year, right? I was going to get, it was between the OnePlus 5T, the Razer phone, and the Pixel 2 XL. Well, I'm on Verizon, and Verizon's the big dog. I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, people can get mad all they want, but Verizon is big red for a reason. I'm not swinging from their nuts or nothing. I'm just saying I wanted to get the OnePlus 5T, but it doesn't work on Verizon, so I can't do it.
I can tell you that I had made it. I had made a decision not to review the OnePlus. Right, And then going into 2018, I might change when the OnePlus 6 come out, right? So, I mean, listen, it's a possibility on this YouTube channel. I might review the OnePlus 6 because, again, I might say something today and I might change my mind. That's the glory of people being human, right? So I might review, but I mean, I'm not buying the OnePlus 5T, not right now. I mean, it's kind of irrelevant, right? But going into 2018, I might just get the OnePlus 6 to review. You know, I mean, let's see what it's all about. I don't never leave it out the window. I just made a decision in 2017 not to review the OnePlus device, right? But in 2018, I might review the OnePlus 6. So let's see what it's all about. OnePlus might get happy with this YouTube channel, might send me one. That'd be even better.
There you go.
Yeah, that's why I haven't bought one. I'm like,
I may use it for 14 days and send it right back to him.
Yeah,
because I could tell you, and you know what? Let's make sure we understand this. Me as a YouTuber, I buy all these phones, but I got 2 daily drivers. Just being honest with y'all guys, I might buy all these phones. You see all these phones on my YouTube channel. I factory reset them and put them in the box. They are not my daily drivers. I only review these phones. My only daily driver is a Galaxy Note 8, and right now I'm using an iPhone. And these are going to be my daily drivers in 2018. So the phones that I'm going to review, they're not going to be my daily drivers. So after I use it for a month, after I do all my reviews for them, just being honest with you guys, they're going to get factory reset and put back in the box. So if OnePlus want to send me the phone, if I buy the phone, I could almost guarantee you that a OnePlus will not be my daily driver. But I give it a try. I will review the phone. I will review the LG G7. I will review all the phones of 2018. But my daily drive is what my daily drive is, right? People always ask me what my daily drive is. I always tell them a Note 5 because the Note 5 was my daily driver. And a lot of said, well, Note 5 is 2017. Yeah, the Note 5, this was before the Note 8 came out. The Note 5 was my daily driver since 2016, by the way, right? That's my daily driver. So I might review a lot of phones, but if they're not my daily driver. So you see phones up here, they're just sitting. When I get up in the morning and when I grab a phone, I'm grabbing 2 phones. It's the Note 8 and it's the iPhone. And I review a lot of product. If I'm reviewing a phone, that phone would be my 3rd wheel because I got like 20 accounts. So
I'll be 100. Hey, I feel you 100%. You know, right now I'm playing with the Google Pixel as my daily driver, but coming up here in January at my job, I got some big meetings coming up. And guess what? I'm going to be taking to the meetings. Yeah. My Samsung phones, because I'm not taking no chances, man, on my Pixel or whatever else, you know, doing what it does, you know. So I'm going to use say I was, you know, say I had a OnePlus 5T, right? I'd use it as my daily just to play around. But when it comes down to business, I'm going to use the best. I'm going to get my Samsung S8 Plus, or I'm going to get my Note 8, and I'm going to go from there. That's because that's what I know works and will always work.
And I mean, let's be honest. Most of your tech reviewers, they usually have 1 daily driver or 2 daily drivers. We just basically review the phones, you know what I'm saying, for YouTube, right? I mean, I review all these phones. I mean, I got freaking 80 phones sitting up here, but I just review them for YouTube. When I get up in the morning and when I grab my device of choice, it's going to be either the phone I'm reviewing and my daily driver. That's it. I don't have to do a carousel of what phone I'm reviewing. I mean, what phone I'm going to use for my daily driver. It's 1 daily driver or nothing, right? I mean, so yeah, I got a lot of phones, but I really and truly got freaking tons of boxes of phones sitting factory reset up there, and I don't use them. Some of them are collector's items. I got the U11. I got the U11, the gold raid version. I never even showed it on this YouTube channel because I never took it out the box. I took it out the box, I looked at it, and I put it back in the box. It's a collector's item because it's one of those items that in 5 years from now, I want to pull out the box and say, woo, it looks so good. So I collect them, but I ain't gonna never use it. So I mean, I just look at it like that too, you know. And that's how I roll. I mean, just being honest. I mean, so when it comes down to, we get back off topic. So when it comes down to the One Plus, the answer to the question is, if the One Plus 6 come out, yeah, I'll probably review it. I take it for a spin for a month and a half and make tons of videos about it. And after I'm done with it, I put it up, you know, and either sell it or something. I don't know. So let's see. D Glaze says, I switch my daily driver 3 times a year because I get bored. Yeah, my new daily driver is the OnePlus 5T and the iPhone 8 Plus. Hey, you know what? And I was gonna do that too. I was thinking about like the iPhone 8 Plus, but I didn't kind of used to the 10. The 10 is more of a one-handed phone that I can kind of use one-handed and got boop, 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 and the Note is more of a business device. For real, I use my Note for business and I use my iPhone for one-handed use. And plus, it looks good when you go to the happy hour. Woo! It looks good for happy hour. And plus, it got the notch. I mean, the notch is special when you're happy. Oh, that's an iPhone 10. You know, so I mean, the notch is special. So, you know, it's good for happy hour. It's easy to sell some phones. Yeah, I try to part ways with some phones. I really do. I try to part ways. My Google, let's see, my Pixel 2 is a paperweight sitting on my desk. That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
Why don't you sell them? I do sell phones. I do sell phones, by the way. I sell them. I do sell phones. I sell a lot of phones. But some of them, that's my collector's item. I keep them. But I do sell phones. Some phones that are just like they never keep. Yeah, you probably see a lot of phones on here and they're gone, man. So I do sell a lot of phones. Maybe I'll let's see, 10 phones at a time, and then I start selling them. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you know, if a phone is not a collector's item, I review it and I sell it. You know, I got a lot of phones that I sold though. I get rid of some of them. You know, but here's the thing. Just say, for instance, and I like the G6. I'm gonna use the G6 as an example. I bought the G6 for $900, right? And it's no way I sell a G6. No way. Not because it's not a sellable phone. Well, it's not a sellable phone because right now the market for the G6 is about $200. I'm not losing that much money on the phone, man. That's the thing. So when I buy a phone for $800 and the market is so low for that phone, I will keep it. I would not sell it. You think about that, man. You think about, you spend $800 on a phone that's in pristine condition, but the fair market value is $300. You might as well keep it, man. I would not sell that phone for no less than $600, and you can't sell it for $600. So that means you got to keep it. That's the problem with phones, guys. By the way, I mean, you got phones that hold their value, like an iPhone. Like some Galaxy phones, right? They hold their value. Yeah. But these other phones, kind of, yeah. Well, Pixel, yeah. But these other, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, people don't want the Pixel XL, man. They keep all the bad crap about the screen. The first thing they're actually, do you got burn in? Do you got a burn in? There ain't nobody gonna want no Pixel with no burn in screen, man.
Nah.
So Pixel gonna be hard to sell. That's one of the reasons why they pull the trigger on the Pixel, because Pixel probably won't be my daily driver, and I already got a Pixel 1. So I ain't gonna be able to sell it. So if I buy it for $900, what, I'm gonna sell it for $200 in 2 weeks? No, nah, man, nah. So that's why I won't. And then I don't want to buy one off the black market that already got a burned in screen because I'm gonna give it a bad review. So that it's, you know, that's the good and bad about these phones, man. You know, a lot of people, they say, shout out to Richard UL is in the building. He said that the Note 8 and the S8 Plus is great today. S9 is in February, next on deck. Yes, that's what I'm saying. So daily driver, it's iPhone 8 Plus, OnePlus 5T, LG V30 for that DAC, for that DAC. And that's the thing. I mean, that's my biggest problem. Same thing with the V30, right? The V30 right now is going for like $900. It's no way I'll spend $900 on the V30.
They're not even selling like that. Nope.
No
LG can't sell them. That's why they $900. It didn't come down.
$900 ain't no way. How could I sell a V30? And how could I? I mean, it's no way. Don't get me wrong. It may be King Supreme on the cameras, right, in the dock.
Yeah.
But for $900, man, that's gonna be a hard. Nobody ain't gonna buy no V30 on the black bucket for $900, man.
The most I see here is like
500,
600
not even six.
Man, a lot. I'm on Swapper.
Oh yeah, you might see it. You might see it for 5, but you man, not for no $800-900. You know, I mean, you could, don't get me wrong, you could probably sell a lot of phones for top-notch prices, but you can't sell some of these phones for no $800-900. Man, they gonna laugh at you, man. You try to sell a G6 for $600, if most people gonna laugh at you. You know,
yeah, that's what happened.
You got to try to sell a G6 for free and then give them a box of candy with it. You know, I mean,
and that's another thing too. You know, like the Samsung Galaxy 8 Plus. I mean, they don't have gimmicks. Like every once in a while, you get somebody that's still stuck in like 2015 talking about the gimmicks. There's no such thing as the gimmicks anymore. If you know how to use a phone, you get the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus, and if you have any brains, you know how to use all the features in it to make your life better. You got reminders, you got the edge, and it just goes from there and there. A lot of people have been bad-mouthing Bixby. Personally, I don't use Bixby because I'm impatient. I'm not going to take the time to learn, and that's on me. I know a lot of other people, though, that are using Bixby, and they're loving every minute of it. They're not having any problems with it. It's a smart feature to have. But that's the thing, you get like the OnePlus One, it's a stock Android phone. The Google Pixel, stock Android. Motorola, they're like stock Android. There's not really, you can chop to do this, or you can bounce it off the roof and it does something. But you get a Samsung phone, you get features that actually work, especially with the Note 8. The only reason I'm not using my Note 8, though, is I don't have very good handwriting, so my hand cramps up. So when I'm trying to use the S Pen for prolonged periods of time, it's rough on my hand. But let's be honest, the absolute best display on the market for 2017 is the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. There's no way around it.
Yeah.
No one can dispute that either.
Yep, and you know what? You're absolutely right. So, shouts out to Albert is in the building, man. We just had all this OnePlus talk, man. We got to look. So he also asked me about my stream for tomorrow. Yes, I am having a New Year's stream. I have it every year. I already consult with the Oracle already. She gave me the green light to stream. Now I do have to do my prayer like I do every year at midnight, but I will do my long live stream. So if y'all guys is going to be out and about, tune in to Easy Computer Solutions tomorrow. I will be doing that ultra long live stream. We're gonna have some fun. Gonna have a lot of drinks on deck. And I'm gonna try to keep it as PG-13 as I can, because a lot of the youngins might watch me. So I'm gonna try to keep it as clean as I can. But I'm gonna tell you right now, there's gonna be a lot of celebration tomorrow. So just so y'all know, a shout out to, let's see, I love the S Pen, nothing like it. Let's see, you get a lot of shout out Ace from Richard UL is in the building. Let's see,
what's up, Rich?
Yes, let's see. Get the little kids out of the room. Yeah, prayer on the street. Look, I did that last year. Listen, I did it every year. And what I did was, when I first started doing my live streams on New Year's Eve, a lot of people say, well, when I started the live stream, it was already New Year's in their countries. So what I did last year, I started live stream like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, right? And I went every hour. We said Happy New Year and prayed and stuff like that. We let people, say what time it was in their country. So I'm gonna try to do the same thing this year, because time zones are so crazy and so different throughout and that's why I did it last year. I streamed for like 8 hours or 7 hours or something. So we're gonna do the same thing. I'm prepped up, I'm hyped up. I got a few videos I got to make. I'm gonna try to get that done, but try to get that live stream done. We got football games tomorrow, man. I gotta try to watch me some football too. We got the New Orleans Saints playing tomorrow, man. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't doing no live stream until the Saints win that game tomorrow. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So just shout out to everybody. But guys, we got to get on out of here because we way over time. I knew we had some fun tonight. And I'm gonna let y'all guys see y'all final words about y'all YouTube channels and tell everybody to come subscribe to your channel. All right, Tech Guy, let everybody know how they can find you.
Pretty much everywhere: IG, Facebook, YouTube. Tech Guy Smart Buy. We got podcasts on the weekends. Actually, one's coming up tomorrow. Got reviews, and check us out. We're doing some new content for 2018, and trying some different things. Trying to keep it fun.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. You got to keep it fun, man. You know, the difference between us smaller YouTubers, we edgy, man. We could do a little edgy thing. We don't have nobody pulling our car telling us what we can and cannot do. So that's the good thing about us smaller, independent YouTubers, that we don't, we don't answer to nobody but our oracles. By the way, the wives, when the wife look at you, say, "You've been on the live stream for a long time. You think you're gonna get off?" Yeah. So, Ace, let everybody know how to find you.
I'm Ace Lucero on YouTube. I'm Ace Lucero on Google Plus. You can see me on Instagram. I'm really not posting that. I mean, I'm on Instagram doing clown stuff. I mean, it's all good, but on the real, I'm on YouTube making videos for the hardworking and for the hardworking people. I want to give people the best advice I can give. If somebody wants to learn how to use an app or needs advice on how to use the phone in general, I'll do my best to do that. I want to make sure people get a good deal. If a phone sucks, I'm going to say the phone sucks. If the phone's great, I'll be the first one to admit it. And I'll also do reviews on anything else. I'll give love advice, whatever, any advice you need. I don't, if you're having trouble training your dog, I'll help you out with your dog. We'll teach you how to sit and how to behave. So, I'm not a one-trick pony, man. I can do it all. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, I fire up my Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus, and it's the best. It works, and that's the way it is. And by the way, the best phone of 2017 was the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. I even made a video about it, so that's just me. There's other people that might be like, well, the Moto G 3rd Gen is still the best phone you can ever use. And I'm like, cool, man. Well, I mean, who am I, Anyway, I'm Ace Lucero on YouTube. Catch you on the next one.
That's what I'm talking about. And this is Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. I really appreciate everybody coming through. I really appreciate my guests. Don't forget about the live stream tomorrow, guys. We're going to have some fun. Make sure you are good to go tomorrow, guys. We're going to live stream all night long tomorrow, and we're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about tech. We're going to talk about life. We're going to talk about everything in between. We're going to recap everything for 2017 right here on this YouTube channel. This is Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. Thank y'all guys very much, and we will see you guys on the next video. Woohoo! Another one in the books. Peace.